Thanks for showing up for this amazing D&D session. I appreciate you being here. I am going to let my DM, the amazing man that he is, explain to you everything that's going on and allow him to set the story and to let you know everything that's going on up to this point, get you caught up, and who knows, maybe you'll fall in love with it too. Back to him.
Our story takes place in the grand continent Uthra, once the home to the most powerful and wise peoples of all races. A utopia of grandiose thinking, innovations. Magics had never been so vast or varied. All peoples were prosperous in an age of peace and happiness. But seemingly overnight, silver fog overtook the known world, plunging it into chaos. The Golden Age is now long past, and in the past 100 years or so, progress has gone backwards. Magic's lost, history's forgotten. And now the reign of regal politics now dominates the balance of the world. Kings bicker over petty landlines and disputes of blood lineage. The land is now separated by a vast magical wilderness, coated in silver fog. Only the most prominent and well taken care of roads still exist, making any towns along these roads hubs of humanity. Outside the walled bastions, the silver fog carries its own dangers, able to move the environment and its denizens, making navigation difficult if not impossible. Luckily, there are places in the world within the fog that are anchored into place. One of those locations, a bustling city called Yetta O'Dare, where we find our band of heroes. One of which is Branch, a Feywild centaur with the lower half of a large deer, using bow and spear to exact revenge on the warkin who killed his family. Calliope Moonsong, a lush Kalishtar glamour bard, the center of all attention and a friend to all. Aaron, a half-elf divination wizard with a doctorate in archaeology and a knack for map-making. Tyrius Redgefist, a Satyr whispers bard, as keen with a rapier as he is aloof. And finally, Boris Steelguts, a paladin haunted by the past and seeking a brighter future.
Welcome back to the story of the Silver Fog. It is I, Calliope Moonsong, beloved bard, the great iron liver of Zinsk, and now, certified star fucking stud. The last time you left the glory hole, we were just getting ready to collect on a super secret mission. Or at least, I think that's what we were doing, because it gets a little foggy from there. I woke up with a nosebleed next to my baby mama with a hangover, and only one of those things should have been true. I should have had a hangover, I should have had a nosebleed. But I don't lose bar fights, so I don't understand why I had both. Just to go through my inventory and find a whole bunch of shit I've been looking for, but where the fuck did I find it? So now, the guys and I are trying to piece together what the fuck is going on, but apparently I wasn't the only one who had a weird dream. By the way, what the fuck am I doing dreaming? I saw some big, and I didn't see anything except clouds and, I don't know, some voices, some giggles. What else is new? The fuck? The voices are always in my head. But the voices are in Tyrius's head now, too! Tyrius is one of us now! So, I don't know. Some weird stuff happened with Tyrius, weird stuff happened with Beaufort, weird stuff happened with Branch, really weird stuff happened with Aaron, apparently, because she was freaked the fuck out. Tyrius seemed fine, Beaufort seemed happy, Branch seemed traumatized. Maybe we'll explore that. Maybe we'll leave him alone. He's like a kind of a scab of a person, so I tend not to pick at him, yeah? However, now we're all just trying to take what we got and piece together what we've been doing for the past couple of days and figure out what we're gonna be doing for the next couple of days. My money's on, spending all of our hard-earned cash, bar hopping, and, bad-mouthing the Pendrake name, but nobody ever listens to me.
let's jump into it as we are already a few minutes late. We are missing Erin today, but that is fine. There are plans laid for her. But that being said, last week you all had some interesting visions after completing your NDA. Um, God, where are you going to start with this? Calliope.
NDA.
Oh, yeah, that's a very good point. Uh, Calliope, you having a dream of from bird's eye view, looking over the silver fog, quickly flowing through this dense pine forest, and hearing this chipper, high pitched laugh, very similar to yourself, before it suddenly twists and turns into this demented cackle, which I'll play for you right now. uh from there, Branch, you had a dream of an unfortunate and familiar face of a particular warkin orc standing over the slain bodies of your family, smiling at you in grotesque glee over its axe. As you hear this voice kind of echo as you are slaughtering through the horde of Workin orcs in your fury, you hear a voice going,
Yes, break their bodies, wreck them. Pay me a tribute in their broken bones and flesh. Build me a totem, and I will give you power to get all of the vengeance.
Bofer, you had a vision of a tragic event that you were the center of, and off in the distance you hear the ping of an anvil and hammer, and you hyperfixating on that particular sound rush towards it until eventually you heard a familiar voice kind of call out and go,
Consistency. Consistency is what leads to a quality blade in any sort of craft. Consistency is key.
Tyrius, you yourself found yourself in this swirling forest of gray trees and black skies as you came face to face with a image of yourself before having a bit of a back and forth with it. It eventually, giving up the charade, shifts to its normal form of this constant undulating and shifting flesh and body parts and forms. It calls out and as you make a deal with it, you hear,
It's the whispers of those you slay into the void. Cast them aside into the darkness. Herald of whispers.
and finally Aaron, who had a vision of a hand, the palm being a massive throne of bone and rubies, and at the end of what would be each of the fingers stood a form, each different than the last. Eventually, a small form comes out, sitting on the throne, and begins to inspect Aaron, and requesting of her that,
Bring me your maps, so I may piece the world back together my own way. You can help in this. You will help in this. Yes. Yes.
But with that, you all, I do believe, are waking up from a bit of a rest of sorts. So we'll just say a long rest, just because I'm feeling nice at the moment. But with
I'm
that,
feeling nice.
the morning and day are yours. You guys have pretty much free reign to go about the city as you wish. You just cannot leave the walled city at all. You guys are still technically under house arrest via the request of the Adventurers Guild and Truth Seeker Galia. As a fair reminder, you guys do have items to pick up. You guys can also go to the training grounds if you guys wish to do a bit of sparring, information gathering, gambling on the battle arena. All of that is kind of an option to you all. That being said, there is also quests that can be done within the city. So if you guys are feeling a little antsy and want to do something about the day, that is also a possibility for you all.
I want to. I don't want to be the first person to mark their plan, so I'm.
Okay. Um, I'll go first. So I, upon waking up after staying in the library for a long, long time, drinking and reading, not really finding. I mean, finding some helpful stuff, but not anything that's like directly helpful with our situation. Um, I really want to go and try to find. I want to go pick up my items first of all, but I also want to try to start gathering the things that I need to like make them magical. Because right now, when I go pick them up, they won't be magical, but they'll be, they'll still be my weapons or whatever. But because I still need to get like the gelatinous goo and all that other crazy stuff. So I need to get with, I guess, some traders or something to see if maybe I can pick up some of that stuff. But for right now, if I see any of y'all waking up, I'll be downstairs. I'll probably go downstairs if I wake up before everybody. I'll probably go like downstairs and just wait for everybody to wake up and get breakfast and kind of settle myself in. But my plan is to go get my stuff. By the way, I don't know if I covered this or if we as players covered this. We already divvied up the money. Everybody's got 4,500 gold pieces. So make sure that's in your inventory or whatever, so that way you can remember how much you have.
Dang, look at you all with fucking pocket monies now.
Right. But I'm gonna go pick up my stuff.
Call our hall chump change?
Do what?
Did Mitch just call our hall chump change?
I mean, you guys basically just picked up like multiple years worth of like B rank adventuring monies. Like it was not necessarily like a high ranked job, but it was a very difficult job with a huge bonus attached to it. So yeah, I mean, you guys got paid. You guys got paid. Like, if you guys wanted to, you guys could pool that money and you guys could build or even buy a large swath of land somewhere. If you guys had the title work and like the pull within a particular kingdom to be like, hey, I want this. Can you push this through? You guys could also purchase like a fortress foundation and kind of build it up from there. Or if you can even find like a tower that would be for sale, you guys could easily purchase like a base of operations with that with not too much of an issue. Like, you picked up a good amount of money.
Awesome. All right. Never mind. We rich.
Yeah, we all got 4,500 gold pieces each. Since we split it 6 ways, or yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 ways. We split it 5 ways. Everybody got 4,500. But I want to go get my stuff, and then I really want to go to the oh, I can't remember his name. The lizard man. What's his name? The one that is like
CW.
CW. I want to go see CW about the. Hold on, let me pull up my notes. I want to go see him about angel's feathers, gelatinous goo, and griffin feathers, and see what he knows. So that's kind of my plan. And then if I have more time, I'll end up probably going to training grounds to test out. Oh no, because I can't test it out. None of my stuff will be magic yet. So I'll probably just go to the training grounds and do some like practicing with my sword, practicing with my javelin.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a decent layout.
and bet against ourselves.
Um, well, I guess Calliope is probably going to be tagging along with you, Bofer, because I still want to. I guess I want to get a couple of things started if I can and start looking for some ingredients. And I also want to follow up with CW.
Nice.
Branch is
Tirius,
gonna.
Tirius wants to go back to the blacksmith.
Fantastic.
Branch is gonna do the same thing. So
Okay, looks like we're moving as a party.
Yeah, let's go to the
Very
blacksmith.
nice, very nice. That keeps things real simple like. Fantastic. So, as you all won. That's rough.
Wait, who got a 1?
He
What?
told me to roll a d8 on roll 20, so I did, and I got a 1. I don't know what that means.
So the way that was going to work with your premeditated research was you were going to get a D8's worth of +5 charges for history checks involving points of interest or creatures within the fog.
Oh. Dang it. So I have 1?
Yeah.
Great. So explain to me this mechanic and what it does real quick. Before...
So essentially, if you're out in the fog and it's within the territory of Yetta O'Dare, and you want to do like a history check on a point of interest that you like find out there, to see like what it's about, if there's any like known things about this dungeon. If you were to make a history check in the Silver Fog, you would gain a +5 to your history check on top of your other bonuses. So it's essentially just like a premeditated boost. Like, hey, I studied for this. This is the proof that I have. Like,
okay.
you're able to essentially burn a charge and get an extra +5 bonus to that roll.
Okay. And as far as what we discussed earlier, my notebook is with Aaron.
Yep.
So, excuse me. I'll be downstairs. I'm probably one of the first ones to wake up, just because I get up and I go pray, in the mornings before I go eat. So I'm probably up at like an hour before sunrise, just because normally worker bees are up early in the morning to go get their day started, drink coffee, get their body ready to go do some hard manual labor, and so Bofer's kind of in that same boat where he's like, I'm gonna go get up, go do what I need to do, and then I'll be waiting on everybody downstairs. So whenever y'all wake up, I'm downstairs already, like, chowing down.
being a hunter, Branch is usually up, but after having visions of his family dying, dredged up again, made it hard for him to sleep. So he's resting. Last person to get up, Loki. But eventually he gets up. Getting up and out of the bed is probably going to be the hardest part of today's adventure.
Here's a good question. Calliope, did you sleep with Tyranny, or did you sleep did you sleep in the room with us?
This is a spicy question. Such an informatively spicy question.
And completely unnecessary. I think it's obvious.
Right, like, important question. Oh yes, also very important. Were you waking up?
We all know where and who I'm waking up with. I'm waking
Yeah,
up.
Tyranny's got her own private single bedroom adventurers quarters, so
I figured.
yeah.
I will
That's
ask.
super good.
While I'm waiting for everyone to kind of wake up and I'm eating breakfast downstairs, do I spot Morgan?
Morgan, that is a good question. I'm gonna see if she is here. I am just basically looking for anything over a 5. Yep. So you do see Morgan kind of sitting off to a table who is currently reading from a book, seeming to sip on some sort of tea or coffee, you can't quite tell, sitting by herself off at a distant table.
Okay, I tried, to go and speak with her and go find her last night, or like before the long rest, and she wasn't there, and so I couldn't find her. But I'm gonna walk up and be like, I'm gonna walk up, kind of. No, I don't want to walk up behind her and spook her, but I want to walk up kind of like near her peripheral and just say, "Hey, Miss Morgan, good morning."
She half turns in her seat. She seems to have a pretty fierce expression on her face. It would appear that her RBF is at an all-time high this particular morning.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I'm actually going to. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna offer her. I'll say that I brought like maybe some fruit with me to try to be nice and just offer her something, and ask, would it be all right if I joined you this morning?
She turns, takes a sip of her beverage, and one of her hands raises up to the seat next to her as she pats on the bench.
Sick. I'm gonna sit down. I'll put the plate of fruit on the table, and I'll say, I'll sit down. I'll go, "Whew. Have you heard about the? Have you heard the news at all, Miss Morgan, about our so-called adventure?"
I heard that you completed it, yes.
Okay. So we did complete it. Okay. And Beaufort's gonna kind of try to start piecing together, like, okay, so the gold was given to us. We did complete something. Put that puzzle piece, like, really try to. I don't know if she. I don't even think she really knows above board. I don't think she knows, but still, and be like, I wanted to ask you this morning if you're available, if you're in the headspace for it. Um, have you been? Have you heard any rumblings about a war? Uh, you know, at the homeland.
I mean, the countries are always at war. The 9 kings constantly bicker with one another over pointless nothings that don't really benefit anything of mankind.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'd have to agree. More specifically, uh, I guess what I'm saying is war between homeland and the warkin.
It has been steadily growing for some time.
Okay.
Perhaps the last, hmm, likely 30, 40 years, I'd wager. It has really escalated, but nothing official, of course.
Okay. Um, well, the reason I ask is, and I want to pull out um, that note from Mason. Let me see if I can find. I'm trying to find. Pardon my issue with actually pulling up the notes here. But oh wait, it's in this one. It's in this one. We're good. We're good. I want to pull out that note from Mason, and because I had detected invisible ink on it, and I want to say I was given this by I was given this by a close friend, and and I don't. I detect some kind of invisible something, but I can't see into it. And it's in Dwarven. I don't know a lot of, or not. Excuse me, not Dwarven. It's in the some weird like can't weird language. I don't know. If you, it's in the weird. I think it's called Thieves' Cant or something. Did you look at this and tell me if you see the invisible thing that I can't see.
Moment, I'm trying to locate that.
It's the note itself without the, obviously not the invisible part, but the note, other parts of the note says the homes prepare for war with the green-skinned tribes. The dark house shifts unseen in the bastions, and it's at the bottom. It says seek the rider known as Jacob of Amber. Possible money to be gained. But there's like a space.
Gotcha. I see it now. It's there. As she looks this over, you see her eyes go from that like smoking bright emerald green color. You see them go a pale white, almost so it's just her dragon-esque pupils kind of looking at it. And she tilts her head lightly and goes, "Well, aren't you the interesting one?"
What did I? Is it? I lean in close. I'm like, is it like a big news or something? Like I genuinely, I can't read. I can't see it or read it or anything. I don't know what that little space there. I can't see it.
She points to the space and goes, "You are hunted. Stay alive at all costs."
Bofer's stomach hits his rear, and immediately, like, almost starts to sink into that 1,000-yard stare, and starts thinking about Battle Digger, and starts going, okay, okay. That's all it says. It doesn't say. It doesn't say by who, or doesn't say anything like that.
That's all it says. So, what have you done to draw such ire?
Well, maybe that's a story for another time. Maybe I can relay that information at a. And mind you, this whole time he's talking, I haven't looked at her once. I'm staring a hole in the wall, like way off in the distance. Just like I can maybe recant that story later. Okay. Do you know? I apologize, Miss Morgan. I know it's early morning. You probably haven't even had your, morning boost yet.
Sips her coffee.
Yeah. And he goes, Do you know if gosh, you may not even know this person. And he kind of like starts sinking into himself, and he's like, do you know a Fizzle Battle Digger by chance?
That name and clan does not ring a bell at anything significant, no?
Okay. Okay. So I don't want to give the whole spiel of what's going on right now because I am waiting on my friends. I'm waiting on my friends. It's supposed to be a good day. But long story short, Fizzle Battle Digger is the reason for the invisible ink. I'll say that. And I will also say that he is the reason I don't have the armor that I used to wear. So it's complicated. It's complicated. If you would like to hear the story one day, I would love to recant it to you as long as we're not out in public in the middle of the morning. Okay. I'm very sorry. That rattled me. That rattled me pretty good. Whew. And he just starts kind of like fidgeting. Like he's no. I'm. Bofer's not in the correct headspace for like let's have a good day. Like thumbs up, And so
Like,
I'm
Uh,
sorry.
no, you're good. I was gonna say I'm at this point now. Bofer's gonna shift the conversation to like, what you got planned today, and like just like start like vamping, and just like he does not want to talk about this anymore until one
Oh,
of his
you're gonna
friends comes and
regret
relieves
that question.
it. And so he's gonna start vamping and just like doing anything he can to like be nice and be cordial and help her have a good morning, but I am ultimately waiting for my friends to come downstairs.
She smirks, and out from a small belt pouch, she reaches into like a side satchel and pulls out a double-sided scroll and like rolls it out. And there you see fucking magical trigonometry, essentially, as you see multi-layered spells and enchantments laid out on this scroll. Venn diagrams of particular items and measurements and constructs. And from your smithing background, you could tell that this is some sort of blueprint for, looks like some sort of large beast armor.
Oh, as she pulls it out and shows, like starts looking at it, I'm gonna say, "Oh man, what beast is that for? If you don't mind me asking."
This is for a rather lithe black dragon, an ally of sorts.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, and Beaufort, like, thanks, thank, thank you God that there was something to change the subject, and it just starts going on a rant about like, like how cool, like, getting new armor for, like how like just starts recanting things about like forging and just like not. I am waiting for my friends to come downstairs.
But off the blueprints, if you wish, gods, what would this be? This feeds into your background. I get this is hard. Intelligence,
Intelligence. Okay.
intelligence, wisdom. Let's say wisdom, because you're trying to recall like
Old
past
knowledge.
knowledge. Yeah, that makes more sense to me.
Okay. Well,
So just hit the +4 below your wisdom.
17.
Nice.
Yay.
So kind of like peering through the magical trigonometry that you just kind of like, yeah, that makes no sense to me. You look at like some of the like background notes and sketch work, and you realize that this is a very intricately engraved set of mithril armor.
Oh, it's mithril.
Yes.
Oh. Oh, okay. And I'll when I notice that, I'll say, wait, is there mithril around here? I've never been here. I apologize if that sounds like a stupid question. Is there mithril around here?
It can be found in some of the larger mountain ranges within Yeta Oder, but it is quite a dig down.
Hmm. Well,
There have been some charitable donations from friends and acquaintances over the years.
hey, it is such a blessing to have good friends. It really is. It's such a blessing. Um, if you don't,
She has like a little half smirk as if she's telling like an inside joke to herself.
yeah, and Bofer is inside going, "Where are my good friends right now?" And he goes, the last thing I'll say before going into casual conversation, maybe about forging, is I'm gonna ask it. If you ever oh, I don't know, if you ever find yourself in need of some an extra pair of eyes, let's say, on something, or if you need an extra set of hands to go get some mithril, holler at me. I'm traveling with my friends now, but I ain't got much else going on.
Branch comes downstairs, clearly with an attitude,
So good.
You just see me and Morgan chatting it up over like off to the side on a separate table.
Good morning, Bofer, and good morning to. I'm trying to remember if my characters met Morgan before, right?
Yeah,
I'm not
Oh
crazy.
yeah.
we met.
Yeah.
Morgan
At
Squad
at
the
the
same
table.
time.
Yeah. Good morning, Morgan. And I just kind of like I sit I sit in the chair, but I try not to press small talk because I'm in a bad mood.
Mm. I imagine if uh Miss Morgan has not touched the fruit that I laid down on the table, I'll slide the plate like more towards the middle, just casually, and be like, everybody gets some.
Branch notices, and I'm like, "Is this for?"
I didn't know when y'all were gonna
everyone?"
wake up. I just brought it for the table, and it just so happened that me and Morgan were at the table, just
Oh,
ourselves.
all right. Well, thank you, good sir. And Branch reach out. He takes a bite and tries to imagine somewhere else.
Oh my gosh.
Thinks back to laying in the pond in the grotto before a big fight. Like, oh yeah, that was a peaceful time before last night.
Goodness.
Oh, the good old days. Yeah, by the way, Tyrius is waking up, and obviously, being a bard, he has to kind of come down to, well, show himself in public. He has to be perfect, looking perfectly, carrying himself perfectly. So he spends about half an hour in the room with the voice, the sound check or voice check, and with the necktie. Okay, that looks nice. And then just, calmly walks down. Well,
Imagine
hello, my friends. Oh, who is this lady here? Morgan is a lady, right? I
Mhm.
don't remember.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I go. You met Miss Morgan. She came with Miss Scarlet. Actually, I think it was literally yesterday in this campaign's time. It was like she was just here.
Oh,
She
okay.
came
So,
yesterday.
oh my God, I completely forgot. Well, how's
head's
the
still
Scarlet
ringing, huh?
Lady?
The Scarlet Lady. She was with her when we met her yesterday.
I know, but that was the question to Morgan.
Oh.
Morgan, like, well, where is the Scarlet Lady and how is she?
Oh, you're still many hours before she will wake.
So she's not a morning person either, or is it just was that like she just doesn't wake up early?
Her morning usually starts about 1 o'clock.
Oh my gosh.
Well, considering how fast she walks, I'm not surprised.
Yeah. But hey, we solved that problem. We did. Well, I say we. You you solved that problem.
Well, you gonna go and pick her up again? In her sleep? Maybe she sleeps better and faster?
No, I'm not doing that.
Oh my
And
gosh.
Branch and Branch just looks away, trying not to speak on it anymore.
Oh my gosh. You gonna go pick her up in her sleep? What a wild question.
You gonna kidnap her?
Yeah.
He wakes up. Oh, probably kills everybody around. I'm not even gonna lie.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, she is a talented wizard, so I mean, you're more than welcome to try to break into one of her sanctums.
Oh gosh, no, absolutely not. No, no.
I mean, it'd be a great side
Challenge
quest.
accepted.
It would be
He
a
has
great
multiple
side quest.
homes. He
And
said
that
one
kind of
of
side
her
quest,
sanctums.
that kind of side quest is the kind that ends with rolling new characters. That's that's a hard pass. Calliope, when do you get down here?
How many warding glyphs can you all survive?
Oh god.
Oh, Calliope's been down here. If you take a peek, like to the far side of the room, she's already stuffing her face with cheese.
So Bover's been frantically waiting on his friends, not realizing that one of them was.
Yeah,
already down
no,
here.
she
Yeah.
saw you freaking out with Morgan, but she's already pissed Morgan off in her own right and doesn't think she could handle, charming her way out of the situation with just you. So she decided to eat.
Are you hiding? Like, are you trying to like stealth, or are you just kind of off? by
No,
yourself?
she's not stealthing. She just decided not to join you. When you guys are
Okay.
done, she'll join. She's like, actually, I pissed her off before.
Can
She
I?
got to
Bofer
that
just
bitch face.
looks across
I'ma
the
leave
way,
her
and
alone.
there's Calliope just kind of like leaning off to the side of the table with a piece of cheese in her mouth, just watching the situation unfold.
I'm gonna. If that happens, that's canon, and Bofer's gonna go. Calliope, come sit down. We're eating bread. Come on, we're having a good morning. Come sit down.
Calliope's still stuffing her face. I don't know. I can go on the went. What else to say? I don't know what a good time looks like to you, but I can't get my wits about me until I've had at least 2 glasses of wine in me. I'm sure to fuck it up somehow and put my foot in my mouth. I'ma just let me. I'm cool and I'm chilling. Give me a second, all right?
Okay, well, when you get a chance, I have some news for you. If you wouldn't mind joining us at the table when you have a chance.
News?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it is an ungodly hour.
Hey, duty. I mean, responsibility doesn't sleep. That's why we get up and we do what we got to do and we keep it pushing.
Calliope's gonna shove a piece of bread in her mouth and grab her cup and join the people.
I'm gonna lean in. I'm gonna lean in and say thank you, Miss Calliope, for joining us. It's a pleasure for you to have you at our breakfast little get together. And I want to see.
Is it pleasure for you too?
It is honestly, but Bofer is happy to be
So-
surrounded by people that can like that have said that like they enjoy his company or like they at least tolerate him to a certain degree. So this is good for Bofer enjoys being around people.
Okay, let me just.
Calliope's gonna punch his
rephrase.
arm lightly.
You were saying to Calliope that it is to her, not to you.
Oh, my fault.
That's what I meant. So like,
Retcon.
yeah.
Retcon for the win.
Right. It was, rephrase. Bofer's
How do
trying
we-
to say it's a blessing to have you at the table with us, as in like we're glad to have you.
Oh, thank you.
But
But also, you said there's news.
Calliope takes a very long drink from her doggone. I'm gonna say at this point she has a very big, like goblet of ale. Yep, it's
Mhm.
morning. That's how she's doing it.
can I make an insight check on Morgan to see if she's still mad at Calliope?
Morgan has a smirk on her face. Her resting bitch face has kind of leveled off a little bit. Her eyes are a little bit more at ease as she sips on her morning coffee. A little quiet. Still the ever scary presence, but overall she doesn't appear to be like actively agitated towards any particular person. She seems to be having a rather pleasant morning.
Okay, cool. So I will kind of lean into the table towards everybody because I don't want to say this loud enough where everybody can hear me. But cause I don't know. I imagine this early in the morning. There's maybe like a handful of people in like the breakfast hall or whatever. But I still don't want people to hear us outside this table. And I'll say, so, Branch and Tyrius, you were with, we were all together yesterday, and y'all remember the note that I showed y'all that was given to me by my good friend, right?
Yes.
Do you have friends like other than us?
Wow. Branch just.
Hard question to answer. No, it's fine. Hard question to answer.
I thought it was a valid question. I'm sorry.
No. Hey, any questions? Any question is totally valid. Sometimes some of them are just harder to answer.
I'm sorry.
I consider them friends. I don't know if that feeling is necessarily reciprocated sometimes, but I consider people who don't hate me upon
Have
meeting
not
me
turned
friends.
you in or tried to kill you?
Yes.
Understood. Yeah, that's the general rule of thumb for me too. I get you, buddy. It's all right.
Appreciate you. My good buddy gave me this paper to fill you in, Calliope. You were with Tyranny yesterday. And
Living my best life.
hey, I hear you. But you what you missed out on was this, and I hold the note up like kind of at the table where everybody can read it. And the note says it's got two lines like back to back up on the top of the note, a space, and then a last line. But the top two says the homes prepare for war with the green-skinned tribes. The dark house shifts unseen in the bastions, and then that space, and then the bottom line says, "Seek the rider, rider R-I-D-E-R, rider of known as Jacob of Amber. Possible money to be gained." And I say, so I was given this, and to fill you in on context, there is, we also learned yesterday through some cleverness of Miss Erin, that there's a war going on in the north between the Warkin and my home,
Oh,
which was also
shit.
confirmed by the lovely Miss Morgan here just a moment ago. And Miss Morgan also filled me in that my thing that I thought I saw, Tyrius and Branch, about the invisible ink, was true. And there is something there. And I need to fill y'all, since y'all know kind of my situation, y'all need to know what this line says. And I lean in a little bit closer, and I can't read it, so I'm gonna go, Miss Morgan, would you mind recanting what that invisible line says? Once again, I still can't read it.
You are hunted. Stay alive at all costs.
Oh,
For full context, Miss Calliope, this was a note written to me for me. So I know that it is not just your party is,
well, they got beef with you. They got beef with us. You look loyal.
hey, and Bofer smiles. Bofer smiles so big. He's so happy that we're all together. He's he's just so happy, and he's like, yeah, you're right. But I just figured you guys should know that. I guess
Thanks. But like, there's always somebody trying to kill one of us. Like, at least.
Oh. Well, let's just add one more to the pile. Well, I don't know if it's just one. It could be an entire. It could be an entire church, but that's beside the point. That's beside the point. Yeah, it could be a whole religion.
But dude, one of our teammates that got kidnapped was being hunted by some mad guy in the church because he was being talked to by a deity. So it's like it's a whole thing with us, all right? Like, yeah, the church is evil, the state is evil. Just trust your friends.
I trust my friends. I trust my friends immensely. I also trust that the friend who gave me this note knows my situation and knows that it is I also know that, okay, for instance, and I go back and read it again. It's the homes prepare for war with the green-skinned tribes. The dark house shifts unseen in the bastions. You are being hunted. Stay alive at all costs. Seek the rider known as Jacob of Amber. Possible money to be gained. I read that as me being hunted. So that's what worries me.
So, Is there a bounty on your head, Bofer? Because you act like everybody that comes across you should know who you are. And, you know, why? What would be their motivation to learn about you? Some weird dwarf from the north.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie, knowing what we know, I would move the same way, to be honest. Considering he's wronged a lot of people at once.
Did he? I thought he just killed like 3 people.
well, wow,
He's killed
crap.
more than that.
Crap. I was gonna tell Morgan that later.
You see, that's why I was very ambiguous.
Yeah. So, Mr. DM, does Morgan make a face change after hearing that information?
Oh, she's leaning on her left hand, elbow to table, hand to chin, and she's just kind of like looking at you like, oh, there is a story here. Not saying anything, but she has that shit-eating grin on like,
no.
this is
No.
good.
How
This is
genuinely honest
good
that was.
tea.
Beaufort puts his head in his hands and just, oh no. I look and I see Morgan looking at me, and I go, okay. Miss
She's
Morgan.
not taking me with secrets around people. I'm comfortable with her. You comfortable with her? She gotta know who you are anyways, dude. Alright.
Miss Morgan, I was excommunicated from the Church of Morodin because I had an incident in the fog that caused me to kill some innocent bystanders, not by the means of my own free will. And the church blames me for it. They did not blame the correct conspirator or suspect, which would be the fog in this instance, making me hallucinate and see things that were not real. But I look at Calliope, I'm like, do you know what excommunicated means?
If it's the same thing, this is out of character. If it's anything similar to Jehovah's Witness disfellowshipping, yes, I understand it.
Okay, this is John Wick level of excommunication, where it's kill on sight.
Oh, why?
Because I killed innocents. I took innocent lives, and they blame me for it.
So
Like,
there
people
is a
hate me.
bounty
People
in
hate
your
me.
head.
People actually legitimately hate me. And so it's like Beaufort has his head on a swivel because people actively hate him for what he did. Like his story has been strewed by people within the church to something that is completely far removed from the truth.
How many churches of Morodin did your name get passed around? Like really? Really?
Hey, I don't know. But
Is there a church of Morodin like everywhere we go?
I mean, yeah, but information.
I know Morodin's in a church basically everywhere we go, but is it specifically a church of Morodin?
Maybe not, but the thing also to remember is that communication since the fog started has moved at a snail's pace. So some places know, some places don't. Some places got bits and pieces of the story, and some have nothing at all and just see me as another dwarf.
You have to be paranoid. You're right. Never mind. This is crazy. Y'all gonna have to find a way to silence me, figure out a NDA, something, because I want y'all to know how natural that was. That was a genuine, honest to goodness moment.
Beaufort giggles and says, "It's okay. It's fine. We're in the company of friends." And Miss Morgan, if you would not mind, please don't share the knowledge I've given lightly.
Tirius is going to just look at Beaufort and to that comment is like, we are among friends. It's like, are you sure? Because I'm fairly sure this is what you said in the fog as well before you actually started going on a rampage.
Hey, we have not been rampage. That's not fair.
My bad. I'm sorry. We
Hey.
like
We
rampages.
didn't know he was among friends. That's specifically why he rampaged.
Yeah.
Period.
It's okay.
Yes,
It's fine.
but if he around us and then he forgets us as friends and then goes on a rampage, then we are not in the friends
Well,
anymore.
then I'll
are we?
mind link and I'll be like, "Hey, buddy, what you looking at? You know, we have ways around tricky mind shit because we're tricky mind people. Keep up."
Well put.
Fine. Fine. You know, with like a 5F in the fine. Have it your way then.
I look at you, Tyrius, and I say, you guys will never, ever, ever be considered not friends because of the kindness you have put forward to me. So, and I go to reach for my notebook, but I remember I gave it to Aaron. I'm like, crap. My notebook. I don't know if I explained this to everybody or not, but my notebook actually has each of y'all's names in it, and it describes what your name, how you acted, just in general, and then how you treated me, for just in case the reason of if the fog tries to trick me with seeing your image before me, I can tell how you genuinely are, and if this fog image is you or not based on how it acts. You are in, basically what I'm trying to say is, if you made it to the notebook and your name is written in a good connotation, you will forever be cemented as friend. So don't worry about that.
Tyrius headbutted me, but paranoid.
Yeah, right. It's actually your name at the beginning of my notebook says tough hands, and then later on was changed to Tyrius when I finally learned your name.
No, I like tough hands better.
But I lean to Miss Morgan and I say, please, if it please you, please do not share that information lightly. I would appreciate that very much.
We'll talk about this later, but I won't say anything.
We'll talk later. Okay, all right. Hey guys, I'm gonna die. No, I'm playing. Beaufort still remembers her powerful presence from when she walked in yesterday. He's like, I'm gonna die.
Branch glares at Calliope like, oh.
Yeah. But other than that, that was the news that was gonna deliver. So Beaufort's like, okay, that's all for the news, Miss Calliope. That is all for the news. Now.
Okay. You're being hunted. It's all sight if we ever see a dwarf.
No.
I don't know how I feel about that.
No. Beaufort shakes his head. No, it's not on sight if we see another dwarf. For instance, Lothar, the blacksmith I'm going to go see today. He doesn't care about
I knew he wouldn't care. He's cool, but like, how do we know when they're not cool?
When they put a sword to
I guess I'll mind link. I'll just start mind linking with everybody. It's fine.
Well, I was going to say, if you see a dwarf pointing a sword at me, probably not cool.
Well, most of the time, they won't just come up and point a sword at you because you'll be with us. They'll be whispering at each other and making weird-ass glances back at you. And then they'll be plotting to watch you go to the urinal, and then they'll get you.
Yeah, but what happens when the person has a sword because he wants to train with the sword and then tries to point to a direction and the direction is towards you? What happens then?
Okay. Let's make this very clear. Let's make this very clear.
Guidelines here.
You will know if it is the Church of Morodin by the sigil on their armor.
Okay.
You will see the hammer. You will see the hammer. And if one of those people wearing the sigil of the hammer comes up and tries to talk to me, if they're just chatting it up, don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. Because maybe it's somebody that I knew from back in my old days, and they're trying to get the real story. Maybe they don't believe the story they were told. I don't know. I haven't spoken to any of them in a long time. So
I don't trust anybody from back in your old days. And usually that's how things go in the movie pictures, right? They send up one of your good old buds who you don't know thinks you're a snake, and then they're like, yeah, buddy, it's good to see you. I never believed it. And then they lure you back, and it's ta-da! And then it's et tu brute, and you're bleeding out in the street.
Well, that's what you guys are for.
Excuse me?
Here's the deal. Here's the deal.
Hold on.
Okay.
We were supposed to be friends, not bodyguards now. So what are we now again?
I'm not trying to say you're bodyguards. Hear me. I would argue that everyone in this group has a keen sense.
Wait a minute. Curious, if a guy tried to assassinate me, you wouldn't jump in? And say,
Well, of course, I would jump in.
oh,
But
it wasn't a thing.
but he said like that's what we are for. I mean, it's like sounded like a
Bad
I mean,
phrasing.
What are friends for if not to save your fucking life? What kind of friend are you? You just
no.
don't let me die.
Hold on. Of course, I would save him, but phrasing it like that, it sounds like a bodyguard, now, didn't it?
Okay. Bad phrasing.
Yes, rephrase.
Rephrase.
All right, carry on.
What I mean to say is this. I would argue that each of you has a very keen sense of danger. Am I wrong?
Nah, I don't have one of those, but you know.
You're telling me that you can't sense when there's danger afoot?
The voices have been pretty keen.
Yeah.
Well, I'm paranoid enough to think everybody's a danger, so.
And I look at Branch, I'm
Yeah,
like...
but Sirius likes to fight my friends. I don't like it.
I look at Branch and I'm like, I know you have a sense of danger.
Danger tends to find me.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Here's the deal. All of this, when I talk to strangers, and I'm very open, and I'm very obnoxious, and I'm happy. All of this is to, gosh, I'm like Bofer's wishing that the conversation that he had with Aaron could just like drop into y'all's mind. But he's like, I act this way around strangers so that hopefully when people hear my name, they don't hear, oh, the guy who killed innocent people. What they hear instead is, oh, you mean the guy I met in the market who was kind and actually paid for some of my, my goods. Like, I want people to, I'm trying to reframe my name because.
Oh, you're trying to balance out your karma. Got it.
And so, I will act kind and I will act good towards anybody. I can sense danger at a pretty decent level. I would say so if I can say so myself. But
you're pretty trusting.
But it's not about trust.
We're gonna work on your phrasing though. But yeah,
it's about playing the game.
I told you.
It's about playing the game, and the game is stay alive. I did not. This is above board. Out of character. Out of character. Yeah. I put my hand on my head. Out of character. I did not mean to make that reference. Anyway, back in character.
Hey, I didn't make any references, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. Tyrius gets a random thing from his new mind elemental.
Yeah. He's a bard. He knows songs.
Right. But the new game is Stay Alive, and as scary and as sad and as heartbreaking as that may sound, it's the truth. So, in order to play the game, I have to be that boisterous, obnoxious, happy, kind, joyful man that I genuinely used to be. I can't just walk around sulking in the shadows, acting like my life is over and ruined, because that, number one, that's not good business. If I want to make more money to survive, it's not good business. But number two, I can't make friends and get any kind of support acting that way. That's how I acted as a teenager and as a child. I put childish things behind me, and I now put on the things of a man. I can't just do those things.
No scriptures.
That was a good one. But anyways, yeah. But that to further the point, I don't necessarily know if this is above board, out of character. I don't know if this is necessarily about me specifically, but it looks that way because the note was given to me for me. So I don't know if this. Let me see if I can actually send the note in the general real quick, because I'll let y'all look at it. and the space in between is, well, where did I send it? What in the world?
You lost it.
Okay, let me just copy text. I don't know if it. I mean, I tried to just forward it, but it did not. There we go. Okay, now it should be there. So, that middle ground where there's a space is where we see the you're being hunted, stay alive. Or I say we. It's where Morgan sees that. But yeah, no. Bover's gonna make sure everyone understands I'm on high alert, and then he's just gonna be like, "All right, that was the news. I gotta go to the blacksmith. Anybody else gotta go?"
Yes.
To the blacksmith? Yes.
Sweet. Miss Calliope, would you like to join us, or do you have other proclivities?
Hell yeah!
Nice.
To the blacksmith.
To the
Does
blacksmith.
anybody need a ride?
Blacksmith.
Off to the forge. So, making your way out, you find that Morgan is also following you in your adventure over to the Bright Flame Weaponry and Forge. Her double-sided scroll in tow, a slight smirk on her face. As you all make your way over into the bright morning sky and venture through Yetta Odair's city streets over to the Bright Flame Forge, opening the heavy wood and metal doorways of the stone building, revealing the entryway that has the massive marble statue of Morodin. Love that statue, super cool art. And where you hear the power hammers in the background hitting metal at a rapid intensity and force. This heavy think as you hear a lot of work being done in the background. Making your way up to the front counter. A moment passes before Lothar comes out of the back, looking at you, sweat on his brow, hair tied back into a tight man bun, tired kind of bags underneath his eyes as his diamond-faceted eyes kind of swirl as he looks at you all and goes, "Well, good morning to you."
There.
Aye.
Hello.
I say good morning in Dwarvish. I do like a little like a not like a super formal, but just like a little bow and like go up for a handshake.
He nods to you all and goes, "Well, you're just in time. Let me open up the door and we'll get you back to show your wares. Come on." And he goes over and you hear a heavy kind of like latch and thunk as he unlocks the side door, and this massive camouflage door kind of opens up and he lets you into the back forging area. I will actually switch over to where you all should be. Where? Where is it?
Oh, so I'm sorry, out of character. So would we be looking for, is it Edward or Edmund? What was his
Edmund.
name? Edmund? Okay. Will we be
Edmund's the
looking
gem
for
cutter.
Edmund? Yeah, if I wanted gems, because I need moonstone and a malachite.
He would definitely be the best person to talk to.
All right, bet. Okay. Well, I got money. That's a start.
Money is a good start.
We loaded.
And as Lothar brings you back, you see Kashoth that's putting like the final touches on this excellent display of weapons. You see a stiletto, a packaged good in like very basic brown box. Two armor stands are, or actually it'd be four armor stands. Two bearing cloaks, two with cloaks and two with armor. As you all step forward, he kind of puts his hand on his head, scratches his man bun, and goes, "It was an interesting couple of days' work, but came out pretty well." As he kind of like puffs out his chest in tired glee, you see Kashoth in the background, and he is just completely coated in sweat. I did upgrade his art for those who haven't seen it yet in the NPC channel. If you could be so kind to post that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're looking
Yeah, I
beefy.
see it.
Oh, Kashoth?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not nearly as warm as his original art. I will say that.
Dude, that's bad to the bone, man.
No, really.
Oh my gosh. That's insane.
That's like
It
that
makes
looks
his
like
old art
somebody
look
I
snuggly.
almost that looked like somebody I probably wouldn't let walk away, but that's the guy I let walk away.
I mean, to be fair, he is a black tusk like ogre. Like he is amongst like the larger of the warkin species. But yeah, he's been very cool with everyone. It's just he is a warrior class. So his body would definitely show it.
I see.
I'm sexy and I know it.
Dad
Dude,
bod to the T.
look at that. Oh my word. Oh. Dude, he's gnarly. Alright, y'all go first.
But yeah, Kashoth is like brushing one of the cloaks off, and you notice as he turns, like he's got all these hammers in his belt, and you see what appears to be a rhino skin apron that he's using.
Rhino skin apron. What an
Oh my
interesting
gosh.
sentence. Jesus.
Branch
think-
pros.
Calliope, you weren't here with us when we came in here last time, were you?
No, I
You
wasn't.
definitely have to do some shopping, low key.
Yes, I do.
Would you like to go first?
Yes, please.
Ladies first.
Calliope's gonna hop on over to Diamond Heart. Hey, but she smacks her little pouch of gold down on the table. You said 1,500 to put down on my charm mirror? Here's 1,500. And also,
Well, very nice. I will definitely work on that after I get a fair nap in first. But, do you know what materials you're looking for? Just steel and silver with, normal mirror tint? Anything special or fancy about it?
you told me I'd need a moonstone, malachite, liquid mercury, pure silver, and my mirror would need 2 rune slots. I'm trying to make it a charm mirror.
Well, I can definitely gather the mundane materials and keep the money as a down payment until you get the necessary materials. I would recommend. Oh, actually, I made a side note on this. He can generate all these materials. He just needed the gold. Yeah, so he can absolutely gather all those materials and have that mirror to you. Probably not terribly far off. At least a day or two.
Additionally, she takes off her little her cloak, the Misty Step cloak. Is there any way that we could also make this turn me invisible?
That would be more along the lines of enchantment, but we can definitely try to work that in as long as there's space for it to be worked on. I'll take a gander at it here shortly, and he kind of like takes the cloak and puts it off to the side.
Like, he giggles. Alright, I don't know what else to do. Guys, any ideas, or am I done?
You could go. You could go again after we grab our things. Maybe you'll get some ideas.
And she goes and sits in a corner.
I'm sorry.
Branch Branch approaches the desk. He's like, "All right, buddy, you got this cloak I asked you to make yesterday. I'm quite excited to see what it's looking like."
Kashoth kind of like nods as he points over to one of the armor stands, and you would see. Give me one moment. It is in the Maps and Loot channel.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I'll just put up all the ones that you guys can see.
I already have I already have my bear skin.
Nice.
I have the picture for that.
These are the 4 items that you guys see on the stands.
Oh my goodness.
I want them all.
That's really pretty.
Wait, where is it at?
The one for
Look at
you,
his
Branch,
hoodie.
is the fur-lined cloak with the gray tinted cloak.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's really nice. Actually, let me pull up the name on that right quick.
Okay, I'm jealous because that dagger looks really awesome.
It is a bitchin' dagger.
Just remember though, it's not finished.
For murder. Or now it's not finished, but it's for murder.
As Lothric steps forward and goes, we have a silver gray cloak that shimmers in the mist out there. Specifically under moonlight, the gray will take on a silver sheen. And the fur lining around the edges is all the griffin's mane that you brought with me. We were able to give it a faint magical ambience, but nothing terribly powerful. And he kind of hands you a slip of paper that lists off its abilities. I will send that to you right now, Mr. Branch.
Dude,
Thank you, good sir.
so to correct me if I'm wrong, it's the one that's the gray cloak with the fur lining around it, right?
Yes, that is the Cloak of the Mistborn Hunter.
Dude, that thing looks like the most comfortable snuggie I've ever seen.
It does make me
It makes
warm
me
just by looking at it.
Yeah, it makes me Steven want to curl up and take a nap.
Yeah, that's for sure. Man, oh man. Branch picks up the cloak, and you can see his eyes glisten, changing the mood of his day. Oh man, I can't wait to wear this in battle, and I throw it on my back like immediately, just so I can like wear it out.
It's strange for as warm and cozy as this item is, and you like feel like the soft warmth as soon as you put it on. You never really overheat. You're always like at this comfortable state.
It's got cooling technology?
Branch rubs
Built-in AC.
Yeah.
Branch rubs the cloak like feeling how the texture feels against his hands. Ooh.
It's very felt like.
Oh my gosh.
I look at the rest of the party. Yeah, guys, this is some good shit.
Dude, congrats. That looks awesome.
Oh, thank you. You guys have got some good stuff as well.
Lothric then grabs 2 of the smaller boxes and hands them to you, Beaufort, as he goes, your bear skin hoodie, along with your reforged black stiletto. Took some creative liberties with it. I had some spare Damascus that matched the pattern. Slight variance, but nothing I couldn't make use of.
Bofer picks up the hoodie and just kind of rubs it, and he's like, "Man," because this was the non-magical item. So is this one's complete, right?
Yeah, it's complete as is.
Okay, cool. So Bofer like picks it up, and he's gonna like kind of rustle his chainmail that he's got, and he's gonna be like, "We'll keep it for now." And then he throws the hoodie on over the top of it, just to get a feel for how it feels to wear both.
It doesn't snag. It is very comfortable. Like, it's not tight at any point. You have pretty free movement of range. Like, you can touch your toes, shift comfortably. Like, it's a really well made and sized hoodie.
Oh, it's Bofer like does that thing. I don't know if y'all understand this, but that moment whenever you like, it's like a cold winter day, you sit down on the couch, like grab a blanket and like maybe two or three blankets and like wrap yourself, and then like grab like a cup of hot like coffee or hot cocoa or something, and just like sit and like snuggle into your couch and like bury yourself into it. Bofer makes that noise. It's just like, oh man, that's nice. That's really nice. I like that a lot. And then the dagger, after he puts the hoodie on, he grabs the dagger and he's like, "So you say Damascus? I know I brought it to you, and I couldn't really tell what the metal was. Did you ever figure out what the metal was? Was it a rare metal or anything?"
It was looked like a composite of black iron and probably a little bit of meteor ore would be my wager based on the grain consistency. Wasn't too hard to add in the extra materials. Something different.
So, question: does Bofer know what like meteor metal is, or is that something
Yeah.
that okay? Steven doesn't know. Is that something that
It's a rare crafting material within this particular setting.
Okay.
It is literally the metal is a literal piece of a meteor that has been fallen out of the sky and has been collected by someone and refined down to a usable piece of material. It is rare for sure, but it's not unheard of.
Holy cow. Bofer's just kind of holding it in his hand, and he goes, "Oh man, that's awesome. Thank you so much, man. Oh my gosh." Also, I did give both of my mana stones to him, and he said he could do a light magic work with him. Did he do it to this dagger, or did he pick something else to do it on?
I was under the understanding that the mana cores were for enchanting the higher tier gear. That was my understanding.
Okay, then never
So
mind.
that would have been the cloak and the armor that we're about to go to.
Got it. Heard.
Fantastic. And as he kind of like nods in approval as you like get the weight of this dagger, it's weird. Even with like the protective wings on either side that protect your hand, they never seem to get in the way. Like you can flip the blade in your hand from like a upward to a downwards position without any real issue. As he sees you messing with egos, the wings are what's going to hold the enchantment once we eventually get there. Evenly distributes the magical stress on the blade, so one side doesn't get overpowered, and the other has to make up for the lack of energy to reinforce it. Helps balance the magic.
Oh man, Bofer is just elated. He's like, "Oh man, such good work. Oh, such good work. I can't say it enough. Thank you."
And finally, you all would see this this armor, but instead of it being like leather armor, like has the shape of leather armor, but it's coated in this dark pelt. As he goes, and this is probably one of the best things I have ever made coming out of this shop in many a year. As he kind of like brushes the shoulder on one of the pauldrons, he goes, "This here for those who wish to know." Give me a second, looking up the exact English. This is the Primal Titan's hide. And he takes a piece of paper out of his pouch and kind of like sets it on the table. This is an exquisite piece of armor, if I do say so myself.
Who is this for?
Tyrius, I believe.
Yes, it is.
Ooh, wee. Looks sick.
Thank you.
I will send you the finalized item right now. Oh, it's not where I wanted to go. That's not it either. Bing bang.
Nice.
Damn.
But with the mana cores that you all were able to give us, we were able to bring out some rather fantastical effects, given the quality of the materials and what they came from. This will be definitely a piece to remember. If you ever wish to get rid of this, please bring it back. I will absolutely buy this off of you.
Why would we do that?
And smirks at you at the remark and goes, "Exactly."
Calliope, do you have any ideas or anything else you might want to purchase?
Of course I do, but I don't know if they're possible.
Well,
Like,
there's only one way to find out if you wanna.
Well, with this guy,
Calliope
everything is
looks over
possible.
at Lothric.
I want to walk on air. Yep,
That's very doable.
really.
Are you looking for like armor to allow you to walk on air, or like a pair of
Shoes.
boots? Shoes?
Yes. I want platforms.
Platforms.
That can be arranged, I suppose. Not wholly sure how to make those myself, but we'll figure it out.
Calliope giggles and bounces.
How much would it be? What do I need?
One moment.
Platforms is awesome.
Yeah.
As he kind of thinks for a moment, I think I might have someone in mind that could get you what you need. I mean, I could definitely provide the enchantment and the materials, but not wholly sure on how to make that particular type of shoe.
Calliope smiles. But you know somebody who might?
I think so. It's a cloth maker that works around the way. Well, not really a clothier. Person that makes boots and shoes. Forget the word for him.
Cobbler.
A cobbler?
Ah, thank you.
Yeah. That's awesome. I need a cobbler.
Morgan, who's been patiently kind of sitting in the background, goes, "I'm not sure if they're quite your style, but what of these?" As she reaches into her pouch and she... One second. That's not what I wanted. I'll send you something, see if this is what you're looking for.
I'm excited.
Ooh, yeah, those are sexy. I like those. You have good taste. I should have known.
Morgan smirks and goes, "Just take those. We'll work out an agreement later."
Calliope squeals. Look, I break this mic.
You see Lothar kind of look at him and go, all right. We can try with so little material. Definitely be something new."
Hey,
Okay.
who knows? This could be number 2 best creation.
He has a momentary moment where you see his diamond faceted eyes just kind of like spin slowly as you can see him like trying to drink that in, and goes, "Well, we'll give it a try regardless after a wee nap."
There we go.
Thank you. Now somebody point me to where I can get a good dress.
Before we walk out, I'll ask him, um, Mr. Lothar, I was going to ask you, how goes it with the returning spear and the the ring?
Oh, those were simple enough. Well, the ring not so much. I wasn't able to quite tinker with that as well as I had liked, I'll admit. But the returning javelin was easy as could be, as he reaches behind the table that was presenting that held your hoodie and your stiletto. He pulls out a set of three of what looks to be like these tungsten bars that have a sharpened tip. As he goes,
Oh.
I believe this is about what you were looking for.
Perfect, perfect. I also have the rest of my money for you. I just don't have the rest of the materials for the enchanting of the weapon. I don't know. I'll have to go find that. You gave me the list. I gotta go get the rest of the list. But was there anything else you needed? I wanted to go ahead and pay you what you needed. That way, it wasn't no worries and no hassle. And that way, all that's left to focus on is the material.
Well, once you find the materials, we can worry about price then. As for this, I do believe, DM talking, I do believe you guys put a hefty down payment down on most of this, did you not?
Yeah, I put 1,000 gold pieces down. I gave him the coin that Tyranny gave me that was worth 1,000.
Yep,
I
that's
gave him
right.
that.
That's right. As he kind of looks.
Maybe more cigar money on your armor.
Hey, I told her. She told me to go get cigars, and I have an inkling that we're gonna be making an adventure to my hometown at some point. So.
Heard.
As he looks over the rest of the equipment, he goes, between the rest of the work and not necessarily a rush order, but definitely a beefy work order, we'll put the rest of this at 2,750-ish gold pieces. Tip would be gracious.
Absolutely, that can be handled.
Absolutely.
So for clarification, out of character, is the javelin and the returning javelin done, or is it? It's just right now. It's just some pieces of metal in a holster.
Oh, he grabs the javelin and points it down the length of the smithy and launches the tungsten steel right at the center of his anvil. As it misses the top of the anvil by like a hair digging into the stone, all of a sudden it just goes and then pops back into the belt pouch.
Perfect. Yes. Bofer is elated. Oh, okay. So, I guess all that's left, just to be very clear, is the stuff for the knife and the stuff for the ring, right?
Correct, sir.
Cool. All right. Bofer is very happy, and Bofer is more than willing to go help find a dressmaker for Miss Calliope. Bofer is... his day's better. He's all good.
Yeah.
I guess.
I'm a bard. I gotta be pretty.
Do we? We're all already here together. Do y'all want to? Bofer will. I'm gonna let y'all kind of walk ahead for a second, and I'm going to reach into my gold pouch, and I'm going to go ahead and front. Mr. Lothar, 2,000, and I'm gonna slide it to him and say, I don't know if you meant for all, if you were just talking to me for mine, but I want to go ahead and give this to you for now, because if I get more money, I want to, I have intentions to make sure you are well paid.
Branch pays the remaining 500. I believe that is.
It's
that your remaining
2,750,
amount?
right?
Yes.
20, yeah.
Oh, 2750. All right. Ranch gives the remaining.
How much was mine? About?
So the 2750 was what was owed after the $1,000 down payment. So
So, okay.
So I just dropped 2,000 because I want y'all to be able to like Bofer wants y'all to be able to like do what y'all want to do because I don't have much going on, so I pay a majority, and I wipe that so that
Yeah.
way it's taken care of. And if someone wants to take care of the tip, that's cool.
Hold on. So the 2,700 is basically for all of us or per
Yes.
person? Okay.
it's the grand total.
Okay.
I slide to 2,000 and I say if y'all want to take care of making sure he's well compensated, him and I point at Kashas and I'm like, if y'all want to make sure these men are very well taken care of, I'll take care of the majority.
Okay, so you paid 2,000. That leaves us with 700.
750 is left for the actual bill, and then whatever y'all
Yeah.
want to tip.
Then
well-
I'm gonna give him 1,000. That would
Okay.
make 250 tip
I don't know what the
deducted from my
percentage would
inventory.
be, but Branch puts in 1,000. That's just it.
Dang.
That's it. That's. I just hope he remembers us next time.
Shit.
So
Fuck
he
it.
got 12
That's it.
1,200
He
gold
got
piece.
he got
Uh,
he got
he looks at this extreme generosity and goes, well, we graciously appreciate you. Miss Calliope, come back in the afternoon. We'll have your order completed.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we should have started like that. Never mind.
Yeah. Calliope's getting pimped
Well?
out.
Yeah. Thanks.
Oh.
Calliope skips off happily to go find dresses.
I'll give him the very formal dwarven goodbye, and then I'm gonna go follow Calliope. I'll be like, all right, let's go find a dressmaker. I don't know if is there a dressmaker in this town?
I don't know, but I've been looking like a scrub on my baby mama arm. And did you see her friends? I mean, Morgan. You see Morgan and Red. Oh my God, she has a Gucci bag of holding. Like I can't do this anymore.
I can't lie.
He
Steven
does.
forgot about that.
They do have a lot of style.
They do. As a matter of fact, they do.
Branch
Exactly.
comes
So
along
I
so that
need
he could also
earrings
have
and
nice leisure clothes.
exactly.
Morgan
damn.
walks up to you, Calliope, and kind of works her arm into yours as she goes, why not let the boys go off and do their own thing? How about you and I go visit a friend of mine?
Calliope's eyes widen.
Yes, of course. How could I say no?
Before they
Of course,
rush
my
off,
liege.
Branch goes, Wait, do you know any tailors for men? At least for my species? Because I know it might be a little difficult.
I know a tailor that specializes in men, yes.
You mind giving me his information? And Branch, pulls out a notebook.
Bring you some other time.
Oh, well, it is what it is.
Well, okay. I look at both of you and I'm like, I gotta go see CW for a minute. If y'all want to come with me, and then I'm also gonna go to the training grounds later and practice with this. And I point at my new and improved javelin. I'm like, I gotta go practice with this. So, if y'all want to come with, you can, or if you just want to meet me at the training grounds later to come see this thing in action, it's whatever.
I will go with you to the CW. I think reading up on some potions would be nice. And I look over to Sirius. What you thinking, buddy? What you?
Well, I like a bit of a betting myself, so I go with you to CW, and then we're gonna kill some people and
Well, he said he's gonna go to
pretend
the
that
training grounds, but like
Pretended
that.
so. Well, yeah, but I mean, cannot be
You see, I don't want
skirmish,
to.
maybe.
Yeah,
For
I
money.
just don't want to see him. I see. We were just told that we're being hunted. You know what I mean? Especially, and particularly, Beaufort was given a note about being hunted.
Yeah, I
So
don't
maybe
know
we
So
if
should.
necessarily killing people just in the middle of a big city is the best idea.
well, yeah, so I'm not. It's not killing people. Come on, it's a gladiator show. You
Oh,
don't
I was.
okay.
kill them. You just make knock them unconscious and win.
Okay. Okay.
Obviously. I
Oh,
Gotcha.
mean,
I was thinking about not going with him after CW, because if he's possibly being hunted, it might not be the best idea. But you know.
okay, so he had this nice conversation monologue rather about being friends and protecting each other, and I basically just dump him the first time there's danger. Well,
Oh
That's
my
not what
what
we're
kind of,
word.
doing.
what kind of friends are we?
I don't know. I
I'm
don't know what
saying,
kind of friends
yeah,
we are.
yeah. That's all I'm saying. Like, we can't just leave him after CW. So I guess we're all going to the training grounds.
Oh, okay.
And
Well, I'm
yeah,
gonna make my way to CW. I would love to have Miss Calliope's scene go first.
Ooh.
That cool with everyone else?
I would also. I don't mind that
Yeah.
at all.
Am I missing something?
They're going shopping. I want to
They're
know what
going
the.
Ah, yeah,
shopping, but
why
apparently
especially Calliope?
because Calliope is under the understanding that Morgan is mad at her.
I think
And
it's
that's
because
what.
she just also just dropped that she thinks that they dress really nicely, and you know what I
Hmm.
mean. So she might also like, oh, where okay, well, she might be.
I don't know. Calliope's either
I,
in danger of a fight or in danger of another love interest. I don't know which one yet.
yeah, that's why I was thinking. I was like,
Oh, that would be
you
horrible. Don't wish that on me. I
I
can't
think
handle that.
she's
Oh
about to go
no,
have a
absolutely no
magical.
risk. Like, have y'all
I mean,
seen? No, like,
I mean, let's be
ugh.
serious. We are just one wrong or weak inside check from being in war.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's about right.
Listen, cause like, guys, Tyranny and her, like, you know, the real night and day. I don't have time to have my baby mama mad at me. I just got good with her. I don't need it. I don't need it. Don't
Well,
wish that on me.
we about to find out. I'm muting my mic.
Y'all ain't shit.
As Morgan and Calliope split off from the rest of the group, her walking in tandem with you, she goes, "We're going to meet a real good friend of mine. I've known with I've known of him for many years, and his work has only gotten better with time.
Ooh. Does he outfit all of you?
Most of us. Tyranny's fallen a bit out of fashion, I'm afraid, though." She puts on a kind of a little bitchy smirk.
Calliope gasps and covers her mouth.
Caddy.
Amongst the three of us, that's all we really have left that breaks us apart.
Well, she was locked away for 150 years. Give her some grace and a little bit of time to catch up with the trends.
Yes, what did happen with that? She never really clued Scarlet and I in.
Calliope chews on her lip and stares at the ground, trying to choose her words very carefully.
Um, I suppose flattery and betrayal from the best I can work out of it. But at the end of it all, she got out. And now she's with us.
And here we are, as you all turn a corner. It's weird. As you kind of like look around, you don't remember these surroundings at all. Like, you must have gone a few blocks in just this very short amount of time. But you
Calliope,
find your... Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, she's just taken aback. Like,
Huh. I don't think I've been on this side of town before.
You find yourself in front of a two-story shop, a dark brick and dark wood exterior. These odd kind of It's odd. You don't quite recognize the architecture behind it, but it seems to have like a spiny quality to it. Like each one of the shingles on the roof seems to have a slight like metal breaker in between the two. It's very unique looking. But you see on a hanging wood sign, a sign that says a wolf of silk, and there you see a sign. It's carved out and it's in the shape of a wolf, but it has like this it's weird. Even in the sign, like, gently moving in the breeze, of the morning, it's almost like the paint on the wolf itself has, like, this shifting silk pattern to it.
Ooh, how lovely.
Standing in the window, you see a couple of mannequins, and they are just these immaculate pieces of, art. Um yeah, you see a couple of dresses, one red and one yellow, and then on the other side you see a couple of suits, and then like behind, not quite like the centerpiece, but like background pieces, you see like everyday people clothing, like overalls and long sleeve shirt, but in these odd patterns, but it's weird. They work. They look good as you look at them. You're like, I could never see myself wearing like an oil sheen pattern shirt like that, but in the way it's presented, it looks very nice. As you open up and you are immediately hit with an overwhelming heat. It's very warm in here. As you look around, you see that there are two wood-burning stoves, and they are both going at full tilt. Lining the walls, there's just rows and rows of hanging fabrics and displays and organized patterns, all colors and cloths that you can possibly imagine, going from like coarse wools all the way up to like these fine thousand count uh thousand count thread silk. It's an amazing store, and it's just fabric everywhere. Before you see behind the counter, kind of leaning lazily, you see a violet tiefling with these long curved white horns, and these black deep set eyes that have this deep purple kind of pupil to them, as they look over and go, my, isn't this a pleasant surprise? An old friend and a new face.
Calliope smiles and curtsies very gently. Hello. What a pleasure to meet you. I'm Calliope.
she's trying her best to be on her best behavior.
Oh, don't be so formal here. Come, talk. Surely you're here for something.
She takes a couple of very timid steps forward.
Of course. Well, Morgan told me that she was going to bring me to see a friend, and she has such excellent sense of sense of fashion. I'm courting a new lady, and I'd like to impress her. And as you can see,
She tugs on her dusty clothes.
uh, I'm dressed for utility, not looks.
You still look good. Come on. Own up to it.
Aw, Tyrius.
The tiefling looks about. I just found his art. Um, as he looks about and goes, feel free to look around.
Oh wow, he's gorgeous. Oh, yeah. He's yeah.
The second story is more unique patterns and materials. First floor is the mundane things, silks, cloth. Feel free to look around. Ask if you have any questions.
Do you have anything enchanted?
He tilts his head in a slightly teasing fashion, goes, "That's definitely upstairs."
Calliope smiles. Then I think I'll be making my way upstairs.
And she, I guess, looks for a staircase and takes her little self up. I don't.
As you like begin to walk away, the tiefling calls out and goes, "Don't mind the brooding man upstairs. He's all bark, no bite."
Brooding man, no danger. Got it.
And she continues on.
Great. There's gonna be somebody I piss off on this after all.
And as you make your way upstairs, you are hit with the slight scent of incense as you begin wandering these unique patterns and fabrics. You are you using anything to help like detect any magic?
Um, I don't think so. I think I would just be trying to investigate at this point, see if there's anything glowy or if I get a pull from anything, if the voices go, "Oh, that's shiny."
Well, you're opening yourself up to a bunch of different possibilities here. All right. Are you taking your time?
I am.
Give me an investigation check.
All right. Please, oh please. Ugh. You know what? I have one inspiration and I'm going to waste it because I don't want this 9.
Do it up, reroll.
Please. It's worse. It's a 6.
Ouch.
Disgusting. All right.
It
Uh,
is what it
looking
is.
looking about, you don't see anything that like gives off that magical, like instantaneous sheen. Like there's nothing that like glows or has an aura about it. You find a couple unique patterns, but you're like, I don't know where I could use this. Like there's one fabric, it has no depth to it. It's like a matte black color. Um, but it seems to like eat light. There's no real detail to it at all. Like you can't see folds. It just seems to be like a black void in the shape of something. If it were to be formed into like a dress or something. Other than that, you do find a couple really nice like I can't quite remember the correct terminology, but it's a very soft but not necessarily a thin type of cloth. Um, Not necessarily felt like, smoother than felt.
Hmm.
Like
So
dry
it's like
fit,
plush.
Kind of, yeah.
like a dry fit Nike shirt.
Kind of. You do have detect magic, don't you?
No, that is Aaron.
Ah, for some reason I thought you had that too.
No, no, no.
I
Calliope's
see.
just been talking to the voices this whole time.
Oh, all right. That's fun. Quickly roll me just a flat d20.
Uh-oh.
Huh?
It is a 16.
The 16, you are subconsciously kind of drawn to like down one of the many aisleways of the second floor, where you eventually are drawn to this like stark silence. And as you look down this aisle essentially of clothing, you see off in the distance a pair of what appears to be silver and purple swirling eyes looking at you as they suddenly rise up to a little bit over 6 foot, and they step forward and almost in a whisper goes, "Is there something you're looking for?"
Calliope tries to make herself not appear not as shocked or shaken as she feels.
Um, I would like to find an enchanted cloth, preferably something that would be nice and flowy when I spin, but would work as protection. I have these guardy gloves, but I need something else to guard me, but I want to be pretty.
Hmm. Pretty in combat. Unusual,
Indeed.
but not unheard of. Looks about, his eyes flare up a gold color as he looks around. Preferred color?
Um, well, my cloak is purple, so maybe like a lavender or a nice pink to match my hair.
Make it a
Uh,
nice mud green. Matches nicely with purple.
with an unnatural stealth and grace, he is able to maneuver around these aisles, never seeming to brush up against anything as he moves about. Returning a moment later, this is a very scarred up and well trained individual. Like his forearms alone, there are numerous scars that would uh be very hard to heal on their own. Like you see multiple scars like up and down his fingers, like his fingers were slashed vertically through like the bone vertically. You see almost like a scar on his forearm that looks like his arm had been severed and then put back on.
Oh,
Um yeah, this guy is scarred the fuck up.
what's he
Um
doing in my dressmaker shop?
but yeah, he hands it to you and goes, "That's a little bit of a lighter purple, but it is spider silk, resistant to most mundane slashing and piercing weapons. Immune to bludgeoning entirely. Very handy."
Calliope smiles. Ooh. Do you think it could be made into. Oh, not even. Do you think there could be a pretty lace trim for it?
she's just completely out of it with him being all like battle worn. He's one of the girls now. She's talking patterns.
Despite the art I posted, this is Battle Nalkig. Yeah, this Nalkig is very much just decked out in a pair of like black sweatpants. He's got some like black biker boots on that don't have any laces in them. Super loose fitting, baggy black shirt that looks kind of like a thermal. Long kind of beard that's well kept. You see that there's like little beads and charms in his beard that are very uncharacteristic of someone of this size. He's probably about 6'5" and pushing maybe 350. Very large, well built gentleman. Think Norse in origin.
Mm, yeah. Wait, is he human? Just
He
straight
is.
human? This is the first time I've seen a human in this campaign.
Mhm.
Dear Lord,
That
I
was a
have
very casual.
questions.
Also,
Mm-hmm. All right. So yeah, Calliope is just now going into a bunch of patterns and oh yes, I want it to look like this and XYZ and yeah, she's away. So Unless you want to get into the technical the technicalities of dressmaking, Mitch. Cut to the boys.
I know nothing of that, so that's where we're gonna cut
We're
as
gonna cut it
they
right there.
they have picked out the materials and have
Let's
discovered
focus
these
further.
characters. I can comfortably move on now, and I can just
Okay.
throw art at Calliope and be like, "Here, pick from these."
Oh, gosh.
But yes, it will be a spider silk garment, whatever you choose. If you wish to generate your own art and then send it to me, I can put it onto the weapon stats and give it to you afterwards.
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
I'm about to be a baddie in battle. This is all I wanted.
You just made my life really hard. Put that armor on Sirius's image.
Oh wait, here, hold on. I can actually do that for you. I'll send you right now. Where are you?
Well, good luck with
There
that,
he
because
is.
I couldn't replicate that image.
Here, hold on. Did I save it? I did not. So it is going to be here. I'll give this to you for approval real quick before I post it.
This is fun. Okay, let's go with it.
Sweet. All right. So here is going to be the new art for our boy Tyrius when he puts the armor on.
Oh boy, what am I about to look at? Oh, that's
Look
bad to the
at that.
bone. That is bad
Look
to
at
the
Sirius.
bone.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my word.
Looks pretty badass.
That is
Talk about a warbard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he does have a boss level armor now. So, I mean,
Yeah,
for those that wish to look into the item on D&D Beyond, it is the Primal Titans hide, I believe, is the name.
Ooh.
Crazy.
Yeah. Primal Titans hide.
Oh my word.
And I will be giving art out as we like evolve the characters. I will be attempting to get art that replicates like the shifts and progression in items that you guys get. So if you guys want to generate like the art on an item that you guys have gotten, you're like, hey, I really like the flavor behind this, give it to me, and I can try to move it into one of the previous images, and we can slowly customize the characters this way.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I like that idea.
You know, my next modification is going to be like a weapon flute or flute weapon.
I
don't know
also
how
wanted
I
to
don't exactly know why it gave me a
hear
flute this
what it-
time, but it did.
Well, flute is my main weapon, so
Oh,
sorry,
fantastic.
main. What is it? Weapon of choice. Yeah, let's go with weapon. I can't. Equipment.
Oh my word, that is such a bomb picture.
I love the energy ripples.
Oh, it's so good.
Let's go with like a lightsaber.
I mean, I can't lie. That's kind of, I was thinking Star Wars immediately. I cannot lie. Immediately,
You know what?
I was thinking like, I was thinking the whole like, you are my brother, Anakin.
Yeah. You know what? Like a hidden blade in it, and then just press a button, and it turns into like a sword or a spear, or I don't know, spearhead.
You could pull like a Joker.
That would be pretty
You
cool.
could pull like a
Shifting
Joker
weapon.
and get similar to how he used in. I don't know if it was in the movie or not, but in the comics at least, he had like a little boot that he could kick his heel against, and a knife came out the toe, and you could. I mean, you can't do that with shoes, but I'm saying like, you know, or maybe you can make it like Assassin's Creed in one of the sleeves. Just have a blade.
Well,
come
yeah, but for Tyrius, it's going to be doing the flute.
Oh.
Yes. I mean, come on, he's a bard. His
And
main.
You should turn the
instrument.
flute into a needle gun.
Or
That works even better.
or it could be
We'll workshop it. I'll throw you some ideas over the next few weeks.
it could be like a Iron Man suit. You tap something, and like your chest plate, and an ethereal flute appears in front of you that you can use while having weapons in your hands.
I mean, this armor has plenty of other gadgets and gizmos. He's not going to need that. Like
DM shut down. DM shut down.
No, like feel free to look up the item and see what it does yourself. Like it's really good. It's really good.
Oh my gosh, that's wild. Oh. Oh, I need to get CW's picture ready. Hold on.
Could you also post Branch's new art as well?
Oh yes.
Sorry to add to the workload.
No, you're good. You're good. I gotta find Branches. Oh no, I already did. I did earlier. Oh no, I didn't. I'm so dumb. No, I didn't. I didn't put it on stream. I have it for the video.
You gotta slip up sometimes.
So I gotta do this and this. Done. There we go. That is the new and improved Tyrius right there. It just also
Branch.
imagine the cloak. A branch, yeah, a branch. You gotta imagine the cloak.
Did you put the image somewhere in Discord?
In character art.
Is it?
Bottom, the newest message on character art.
Okay, I can't see that.
It's all the way at the bottom below ingredients and potions in the side tab. It'll be where I just posted your new art.
Oh, gotcha. Because you put me in NPC art first.
Did I?
Yes.
Yeah, you did.
Sure did.
Sure
That's
did.
funny.
That's funny. Oh goodness! I gotta hunt down CW's picture. Hold on.
All right. So, as you guys make your way back from the Forge all the way back to the Adventurers Guild, some blocks away, separated from Calliope and Morgan, making your way through the guild into the Blue Flame hallway and making your way into CW's workshop, where, as per usual, you open up the door and he is sitting there grinding herbs at the counter. The strong smell of incense and herbs and potion materials wafting over you all. What are you all doing?
I go in and I say, hello there, Mr. CW. How are you today?
Yes, welcome.
I wanted to come by and ask if you had any of these materials, and I pull out a little piece of paper. Let me pull up my notes real quick. Hold on. I'm looking for angel feathers and gelatinous goo. I didn't know. I've never come across anything that resembles gelatinous goo before, so I don't really know what I'm looking for. But also, I've never encountered angel feathers either, so I don't know if you have any, or if you know where I might find these. That would also be helpful.
Angel feathers are very hard to get. They often coveted by churches as ingredient in purification, and you see him do like heavy air quotes over it. So they're very, very pricey. Not seen one in a long time. No. Urs, we got Urs, and he like jumps down and opens up a cabinet door as like two alchemy racks like fly out, and you see a whole bunch of these like 6-ounce test tubes with like wax sealed corks. As he pulls out like 6 different colored ooze slimes and puts them on the table. What color would you like, and what is the purpose for them? I can point you in the right directions.
Oh, okay. Well, the goo. Help me out here. Above table. Above table. The gelatinous goo is for the. It's for the ring, is it not?
I believe that is part of it. Yes.
To like seal the healing magic on there or whatever, like as like a adhesive.
I think the gelatinous ooze wasn't necessarily something you guys immediately needed. It was meant to amplify the effect on your returning
Oh yeah,
javelins.
that's right. Okay. Okay. So I'll say it's meant for I'm enchanting some weaponry, and I have this and I show him my new javelin, and I'm like, I have an enchantment on here that allows my javelin, when I throw it, to return back to my hand, and I would like to amplify. Yeah, that's the right word. Amplify it and make it a little bit more. Maybe I can throw it farther and it will still return. You know, at a certain, almost like I don't want to sever the connection at a close distance. I want the distance of the connection to be farther out. So I need some of this goo to be able to increase the distance that the enchantment reaches.
Sounds like green slime for sure. And he pushes a vial towards you and sweeps the others back into his hand and quickly puts them back in their proper places before closing the drawers up. Not too much lead, otherwise they get frisky.
Well, uh, also, I forgot to mention, predator claws and griffin feathers. I figured I might be able to pick those up adventuring, but I also just remembered that the guild needed us to stay here for a little bit so they could help us with some things to talk about. But
Yeah, do you need whole, or do you need the powder? Powder will cost you more, but it's already refined.
I'm not sure. He didn't specify. You might know Mr. Lothric, the second son, over at the forge. He didn't specify. He just kind of told me what I needed. He said I need about 5 predator claws and 6 griffin feathers. Is what he said.
Alright. Well, the smith generally likes product that's already refined down. Powder for smithing is pretty good. Can be directly applied to ingot and receive the magical properties that way. So powder would probably be a much better way to go.
Okay. How much would these things, the goo, the claw, the 6 powdered claws and the 5 powdered feathers cost me roundabout?
Well, let's see here. And he like jumps down, pulls out a scale, reaches into a cabinet and pulls out like what appears to be like black bear claws and puts them on a scale and goes, "Okay, that's not so bad." And takes those claws down, puts them back into the cabinet, goes over to another cabinet, pulls out a drawer, gets like a measuring spoon and begins like taking this kind of coarse powder and putting it into a like a lined sack and then putting it on the scale and go, "Oh, a little bit more, okay." And takes like 2 more scoops, puts in and goes, "Yeah, that's about right." Ties it shut and double ties it, says a few words, and you see like this light bubble go around the sack and then disappears. He goes, "All right, so this would be about what you need for the predator claws. It's black bear, good stuff, good stuff. Refined it myself, so yeah." And then how many griffin feathers?
He specified 6.
All right, we can do that. Specify what kind?
No, he all he said to me was griffin feathers. I apologize.
Fantastic. Juvenile, Red Griffin, that'll be very, very electrical. And goes up, and you see him climb up like this little side ladder that you didn't quite see before. It just looked like shelving, but you now see it's like a tiny ladder that he just crawls up the corner and pulls out this long, like pull cubby, and you see him pull out a whole bunch of these probably like 5 inch long like bright red feathers, and kind of closes the door and slides back down and goes, all right, let's gonna, he puts it on the scale and he weighs it and goes, oh, very nice, and it takes that down, takes the feathers, pulls out this small like grinding contraption. It almost looks like a modern coffee grinder, just a very small batch one. He puts the feathers all in one, and you see him like turn something and mutter some words before the feathers kind of like get eaten in, and you hear this like zzz noise, and he kind of unscrews the bottom of it, and you see this cap full of this, it's weird, it almost looks like brown sugar in the consistency, as he puts it on the scale and goes, all right, didn't lose much, puts the cap, taps it a few more times, gets the last of the granules out and goes, all right, takes that, puts it in the pouch, says a few words, double ties it, a little poof of light around it before it vanishes, and he takes the pouch and puts it next to you and goes, all right, so grand total, you're going to be looking at about 200 gold pieces. Going to be 40 for the predator claws, and the juvenile red griffin feathers ground to a powder will be 160s. Yes.
Okay. And the goo with it as well is also 200.
Oh, the goo, I forgot about the goo. Goo is a flat rate of 10 gold.
Oh, well, yeah, absolutely. I'll gladly do that. And yeah, I'll part ways with 210 gold. That's not a problem at all. In fact, I'll give him 250. And as I give him 250, I'll say, or no, I'll give him 300. I'll give him 300, and I'll say, you keep the rest. You've been so helpful, and I really appreciate it.
Kind of like sees the tip, kind of like looks at you, squints a little bit, goes, I like this one. Yes, all right. He like jumps down, goes to the back room, and you see him with a small little black box, and he puts it on the table, uncorks the top of the box with a little wooden clunky, pulls out this this weird person, goes, so you gave me a big tip, so keep this under the table, and you know, use it in emergency situations. Yeah? If you live, let me know how it goes.
Okay. What is it? Is it just like a box?
It's a potion that has like a bright yellow liquid in it.
Okay. Can I well, I don't know if the tech does it look magical, or does it just look like an ornate potion?
You would notice that the top of the bottle has a little needle that has like a little topper to it to make sure that the needle doesn't get like dirty or damaged.
Huh. Okay. If you don't mind me asking, I thank you. I this is a very gracious gift. I appreciate it. Do you have any proclivities as to what this might do?
Adrenaline.
Oh, okay.
It's artificial, but
Well, I'll tell you.
yeah.
I'll tell you this. I studied medicine for many years. I will gladly, if whenever I have need of it and I use it, I will jot down notes and I will bring you back the notes.
That's good. Yes.
So Bofer's happy. I'm totally cool with that. Absolutely. So I have a potion of adrenaline.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh. Is this like essentially heroism, like the spell heroism?
No. Essentially, it is a potion of haste.
Okay. Yeah. That's beautiful. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah. So I turn around to Tyrius and Branch. I'm like, all right, my business is concluded. I don't know if y'all have anything y'all need to be done.
Branch approaches the counter and apologizes to CW for not introducing himself immediately when he came in. I mean, not saying hi as soon as he came in. And I asked, hey, do you have anything that could possibly like I'm trying to think of a good word. Maybe debuff or debilitate an enemy.
You're talking about poisons? And you see him kind of like put his like fingertips together and his little scaly eyebrow raises as his bright blue eyes look at you.
Yes, poisons would be great.
What you're trying to poison? Still giving you like a raised scaly eyebrow.
Something like I could either quickly throw in the face of an enemy or quickly coat onto my weapon.
Those are very different things, friend.
Those are very different things, but I would like preferably the preferably to throw it in their face.
I'm hearing acid is what you're looking for.
Yeah, I like acid actually, yeah.
Yeah,
Acid would be
there.
yeah. I
He
would like
jumps
that.
he jumps down, goes over to a cabinet just behind the desk. And you hear him kind of clunk around for a moment before he picks up these two bright green vials that kind of like it's almost like they're carbonated.
Mhm.
As he sets them on the table and goes, "I got this. They're pretty acidic."
I would how many do you have?
Just the two. It was very dangerous to procure these ingredients for this.
I'll take them. How much are they?
The two combined would be 500 gold pieces.
Ooh, must be some good acid. I'm gonna.
Uh,
It sounds like high quality to me.
it's good at what it does, and that's melt shit.
I like that. I'm sure my enemies will too. What would you name this? Here, potion.
This is stomach acid of a black dragon.
Holy
Oh my.
crap. Holy crap.
Gotcha. I appreciate it. I will and Branch pulls 500 gold pieces out of his pouch and sets it on the register. Not on the register, on the counter. I'm sorry.
Be very careful with these, along with who sees them. Some places might not be cool with you having them. Just fair warning, fair warning. Use at your own risk.
It's illegal.
In some
Gotcha.
places.
Gotcha. Legal where we are now, and that's what's important.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a good answer.
Yeah.
And Branch picks up on it and looks over and is slightly satisfied with his shopping today. Thank you, CW.
Anytime. Just don't melt your fingers off, please. That would be funny but tragic.
Yes. Would you like to tell you what happens when? Have you seen it in action? Actually,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I want to dig in on that, but I will mind my business.
I don't know if you want to hear about the graphic details.
You know what? I actually would. Branch changes his mind. He actually would like to know. How good is the product that he just bought?
Well, the one time I had to use it, I threw it in a dude's torso and it broke on his armor. And let's see here. And he like reaches into his pouch, in this like breast pocket and pulls out a tiny notebook and like flips all the way back, like probably a good like 130 pages in this notebook in his that he's holding. And goes, let's see here. Within 5 seconds, leather armor was melted. Skin irritation soon after. 10 seconds, lungs and heart were exposed. 30 seconds, entire torso, shoulders, and lower abdomen completely melted.
Bofer is baffled. He's sitting. He moved to the back
So,
where Tyrius is, and he's like,
body melting acid, but Calliope can't get, some mushroom tablets to maybe spooky wook some people? No?
"Oh my!"
He can get the illegal shit?
Bofer is hearing this and is going, just like, "Oh my gosh!" Oh.
Don't mind me. I'm not even there. I'm just
Tyrius, do
I'm
you
being a
have any
brat. Don't mind me.
business?
Oh yeah. He stands up and goes to the guy. Well, I need some charm potions, maybe illusion magic.
I'll have some potions that can give you back some spell slots, but I don't necessarily have anything that can produce illusions unless you're looking to look like a lady. Kind of like gives you an eyebrow raise. Potion of disguise self.
Unless you're looking to look like a
Yeah,
lady.
that I can do on my own. So don't really want a potion for that. Anything else?
He kind of jumps down from his little stool, waddles over to a different cabinet, climbs up about 4 feet, opens another cabinet, crawls in, and he opens a separate cabinet from the inside out, jumps down to the floor level, and he carries with him two kind of like ice blue colored potions as he sets them on the counter and go, this is what I got for like assisting magic casters, potion magica. It's actually, is that how I actually labeled these? They should be under a different potion set. Forgive me.
Potion magica.
Advanced healing. Oh nope. These would just be lesser mana potions.
Then it's fine. Thank you.
And these would regain 2 first level spells.
Not necessarily not bad to have.
Yeah, just then I'll take one.
It's 50 gold pieces for the mana potions.
Alrighty, let me just mark it down if I find my sheet. Notes.
Oh.
I have stamina pot. Oh my god. Alright.
While Tyrius is doing his thing, I'm gonna lean over to Branch and whisper, do you think he knows anything about memory potions?
To be honest, I wouldn't know. You might want to ask him yourself.
Okay. Then I'll wait until Tyrius is all good.
He's good.
How many are you buying? 1 or 2?
I'm gonna buy just one.
Okay, so it'd just be 50 gold pieces.
Okay. Any charm, like charm person or be friends?
No, nothing
potion?
like that.
Okay.
Here it
That is
relies
good.
more upon like practical potion makings, potion of health, potion of stamina, mana potions, potions to help
That's good, of
alter
course.
one's like armor class and like strength and dexterity. He is more of the practical alchemy person as opposed to the person that makes like aloof things, such as like disguise self and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
He
it's
would
good.
rather outsource that to his apprentices more than anything else.
Well, let's visit the apprentices then. But no, for now it's fine. I already deducted the 50.
Fantastic.
Sweet.
Inventory.
Before we leave, I'm gonna walk back up and go. Actually, Mr. CW, I do have one question, if you don't mind me asking. Do you know anything about memory magic?
That's a loaded question, friend, and frankly, I'm not much of a caster. I'm just an alchemist. Potions that involve altering a memory or just altering the mind itself is difficult and expensive.
Well, let me rephrase. I apologize for my phrasing. I've been off my game today, as they say. Um, would you happen to know anything about how to acquire if someone were to lose their memory, is there a way to gain it back through potions?
And that's depending on the way of losing the memory. If it's through injuries such as blunt force trauma, it is possible to recover lost memories via potions and greater healing spells. But if it's a magical influence, demonic or otherwise, it's a slippery slope between recovering and losing.
Okay. Well, I thought I'd ask. Where just odd. I told you I was studying medicine. Just wanted to touch base. You seem like a very knowledgeable. Excuse me. You seem like a very knowledgeable man, and as someone who loves knowledge, I just thought I'd pick your brain.
Kind of like nods.
As once we take off, once we get clear the door, I'll look at both of you guys and go, do you think it's possible that we lost something and like in our mind, like a memory, and we like something cut us off from that?
Possibly, because I barely remember how I met you. To be honest. So.
Likewise, likewise. Um,
That's
Tyrius,
a fair
do you
point,
know anything
actually.
about this stuff?
I never really thought about it, but now that you mention it, who are you again? I'm just kidding. I know who you are, but I don't know either how we met.
Do either of y'all know anything about like this kind of stuff? I guess you could say.
No, I've never been in a situation like this before or heard of anything like this before.
Well, altering memories and manipulating the mind is one thing. Losing memories is another thing.
Oh, okay. I don't know much about this kind of stuff, so that's why I turned to you because I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't know. I thought maybe potions would be a way to go about it, but he seemed to think that, you know, he seemed to say that it's a fine. What do you say? A fine line between losing it worse, and regaining. So I don't want to chance that.
He's kind of right though.
Yeah, I don't want to chance that. Well, anyways, I have the rest of my components to finish my magical gear. except for the angel feathers. I don't know what he said. Something about church. Would it be all right if we stop by the church real quick?
Again?
I just want to see if they have. And his eyes go big. The commune spell.
Been there
Oh
only
yeah.
this-
And I run. I forgot about the commune spell, and I totally forgot. And it's not just Beaufort, Steven forgot. And I'm like, we're going to the church, boys.
To the church.
Take me to church.
If you would like to cut back to Calliope, you are more than welcome.
I mean, I haven't received any art yet, so I was.
Oh, I got
sending-
some.
Oh, fantastic! Send it through. Send it through.
Wait, hold on. Wait a flipping second. Because I think I want something for Erin too. Because she's not here for our shoppers trip, and she needs something pretty. Hold on.
Did you make? You
Oh.
made a. I guess I have a lot of typing to do, Mister. Add an entire.
Just for you, buddy.
Yep.
Just for you.
Yep, I gotta write stuff. I got a lot of writing to do. So stream, what just happened now as they're doing their thing with the images and looking for what new dress Calliope's about to get. DM just dropped a whole new text channel in our Discord called Beaufort's Journal, and I have a lot to write.
Yarsh.
Oh my word, this is gonna be fun.
It'll be interesting.
This is gonna be fun.
Wow. Impressive. That's gonna look badass with your Cloak of Shadows.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to style it for. I
You're gonna
needed
look
it to look
ghostly as
good up under
fuck.
there. Yeah, and now I can walk on air with these steppers. Get into it. I'm sorry. Hold on. I need you to help me pick something out for Erin though, and that is the very same fucking art. Hold on.
You should send her a DM, and you two can work it out over the next 2 weeks.
No, it has to be a surprise. Well, fuck, she's gonna see this, isn't she? Fuck.
Probably.
Alright, well, yeah, I'll talk to her. Damn it. But yeah,
She can act surprised.
she can act surprised.
But I will put that in. I guess we'll put it in the loot channel.
Beautiful.
But yeah, as we go back to the Wolf of Silk, you would find out that the violet tiefling name is Mishka, which loosely translates to doll in the common language.
Is the purple dresses for Calliope?
Yes.
Or the- Oh my fucking god. Sorry for the cursing. Tyrius is in love.
Aw, yeah, I'm gonna be cute.
Yeah. Elegant. Tyrius likes elegant.
Listen, my baby mama has set a standard.
Oh, well, fair enough. She's a classy woman.
Indeed.
And the human is Nalkig.
Now tell me he looks like he's supposed to be in a dress shop. Tell me.
Misha and who?
Mishka and Nalkig.
Okay.
I think now Kick will pick me out a nice pair of boots.
He would. Listen, I've been talking to him about patterns for an hour.
True. It is true. And Nalkig is a very dry and straightforward individual. You get next to no sense of humor out of him. Very direct and gets things done very efficiently, as opposed to Mishka, who is very kind of aloof, very leisure, and kind of takes everything very casually. They are two very different personalities that seem to get along well.
Is this Guts and Griffith? You haven't read or seen Berserk, huh?
I have.
I have not, so I don't know. I don't know that reference.
It's okay. Story about a silent, gruff guy and I want to say elegant
Nobility.
frilly guy. Yeah, nobility. Um, having a connection and then it being severed in probably the worst way you could probably imagine something being a relationship ending of any kind, like a friendship. The worst way a friendship could possibly end. But yep.
With death.
With this.
But yes, as Mishka is like taking in your measurements and is very quickly moving fabric into place and pinning it and sewing and adjusting and making this creation that you envisioned whole. Yeah, he is a very talented individual, although, like I said, very kind of aloof and casual about everything.
Have you met Diamond Heart's orc? His orc apprentice fella. You guys would get along swimmingly.
Quite the opposite.
Quite the opposite. Ooh, girl, what's the tea?
I may have tased the big fellow a little too much, and my big wolf over there may have overreacted. As you see Nalkig like brooding in the corner, arms folded. This individual has very piercing eyes. It's almost like he's looking through you. Very detail-oriented individual who seems to be drinking in all the personalities and little micro movements that everyone makes.
Ah, indeed. Well, I can see why he would be protective. All the same, do you think it's too big that it can't, be thrown away? Water under the bridge over a good drink? Oh, he doesn't drink. Over a good bath?
You are not with us, right? You're upstairs or somewhere.
I'm at the dress shop.
He's in an
Oh, sorry.
undisclosed location.
Ah, okay. Sorry. I would have had a couple of comments on that monologue.
Mhm. But yeah, Calliope's just trying to stand in her perfect T pose and not suck in her gut as she is inclined to do, because it would fuck up the measurements.
But yeah, very quickly, fabric is moved into place and set as he unpins everything and goes, well, if you give me about half hour or so, I should be able to get this tucked in where it needs to be. Feel free to look about anymore.
A half hour? Glory.
Oh, I
Calliope,
have my ways.
Calliope smiles. Well, why not? I should probably. Do you know a jeweler? I need accessories.
Nelkig almost attempts to speak up, but in a whispery tone, he goes, Edmund Listrix of the Guild, the best in the city.
Old Eddie boy. I forgot to tell him we were still alive.
Calliope goes to browse furs.
There are a lot of pelts here, actually. There's actually a whole table off to one side that has everything from rabbit pelts to mink to whole wolf pelts. A few larger, like bear skins and elk and moose hides, but nothing crazy. You might find a few beaver pelts in there as well.
Now, the question. Do I want fur on anything? Because of course I do. But do I really? This is silk
And she's just gonna have a girly conversation with herself. Don't. Oh, poor Tyrius. I'm sorry.
But with that, if there's anything else that you'd like to add, just let me know.
Will do.
But with that, you get your dress sometime afterwards. Feeling free to wear it out if you wish, Morgan, and you are going to probably head back to the guild at some point. Yes.
Yep. Sounds good.
Fantastic. And as the two of you move through the guild doors and look about the guild, making a statement as Morgan and Calliope have their arms entwined, being very chummy with one another. The guild kind of looks forward. Are you guys back from your guys' adventure? Are you guys back at the guild?
We probably, as they're coming back, I just remembered my commune spell and am on my way to the church.
Ah, you did buy that, didn't you?
I didn't buy it yet. I told the guy to hold it for me and reserve it, and I was coming back with
Ah,
money.
that's right. That's right. But yes, you do see the priest in the Church of Many standing as he was before, as he kind of like looks over at the chamber opening and goes, "Well, hey there, fella. What are we doing for you today? Came back for that commune spell?"
I sure did. I sure did. Thank you for remembering. I also, another thing that was added to my list, if you have it. If not, it's totally fine. But I was going to inquire about some angel feathers, if you might have some.
Oh, those are quite expensive, friend. I imagine I can request one from one of the larger establishments outside of Yedda O'Dare. I personally do not believe that we have any of such items here in the Church of Many at this time. This far out from the active areas where they are produced, it is a rare commodity.
Okay, yeah. Do you know? I apologize if this seems like I'm prying. I'm new to the area. Would you know? Would you know about like how long it may take to travel here, or like how much it may cost in totality?
Oh, I mean, the next caravan, if it's ordered ahead of time, so at least another 3 to 9 months. As for that, there will probably be accruing interest on a held item of such importance.
Okay. Well, for now, um, I will gladly pay uh, the agreed upon 700 for the commune spell, sir. And
Ah, fantastic.
I'll settle with him and pay him 700 for the commune spell. And now,
As
is this like a scroll, or is this like
Yeah,
just a piece of paper?
it's just a scroll. Anyone can use it. A child, elder, person with no magic affinity, person that has been wholly severed from the weave. They can still cast spells as long as they are via scroll.
Okay. Well then, I'm gonna, you know, I'll pay him the 700, and I'll say, thank you for your time. Thank you for the information as well. I may be, in the next couple coming weeks, I may be traveling to other places on it, on quests and things. Do you know of any specific towns that may be carrying these angel feathers that I might be able to acquire them?
The bazaar markets in the Far East would probably be your best bet. That would be nearest where they're produced, near the World Breach. Um, Yeah, hard times over there in the Far East, nearing the volcanic sea.
Yeah, I imagine so. Okay, yeah, for sure. Thank you so much, sir. And then, I don't know if I will order them as of right now. I may converse with my group first, my party, and see if that may be something that may be doable. Depending on if we're going to be adventuring around this area or coming back here, I'm not sure. I'd have to discuss and confer with them. But once I have that answer, I will. If it's especially if it is a yeah, I'm going to make the order. I will come back and I will come see you again.
Well, we hope to see you soon then, friend.
Thank you very kindly. And then I'm going to tuck that spell in my in my new hoodie in my pocket. I'm gonna turn to both of you and say, "Let's get out of here. Let's go. Let's go."
Alrighty.
I'm gonna take us back to the guild. And Calliope, would you be like downstairs like drinking or something?
Oh yeah, you'd see Calliope. At this point, she's in the middle of the room dancing and twirling in her dress, showing it off.
Nice. I'm gonna there's probably music playing somewhere. I'm gonna start clapping and enjoying it, and then I'm going to if you glance at me, I'm gonna point to my head.
Calliope mind links with Beaufort, but she continues to dance as though nothing's going on.
What's good, buddy?
So I'm gonna go back to our room and try to commune with my god. If you would like to be there, you may come. If you are busy, that's totally fine.
Calliope, she stops in place and her knees kind of go weak.
You're gonna go talk to Morodin?
I'm gonna try.
Of course I wanna be there. I gotta tell him hi from my mama and papa and to keep him safe.
Sweet. Cool. And I'm gonna look at Branch and Tyrius and go, I'm gonna go to our room where it is more private to cast this spell. If y'all would like to be there for it, you're more than welcome. If not, that's totally fine as well.
Calliope's gonna skip over to Morgan.
So, it looks like our friend has his own super secret mission, but I do not want to abandon you. I thank you kindly for taking me to your dresser.
And she takes another spin and a bow.
Not a problem at all. It was quite the pleasure. I hope you enjoyed the boys.
And she skips off.
If I see you talking to Morgan, I'm gonna walk over there as well and go, hey, Morgan, I don't know how often you commune with deities. Ha 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 ha. I was gonna ask if I were to do so, is there any particular way to present myself?
Well,
My opinion is not the greatest when it comes to the gods.
Okay.
They are fickle and unworthy.
Okay. But hey, point heard and point taken. Beaufort, it doesn't hurt Beaufort. Beaufort understands that like everybody has their own thing. Like it's not that big a deal. And Beaufort's like, hey, that's totally fine. I'm going to resign for the night. Thank you for coming with us and being with us. I truly enjoyed your company.
You had the question if we want to go with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to like, can I take my butterbeer with me?
Yeah, it's our room. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, I mean, yeah, of course it's our room, but you're doing the dark stuff.
This isn't dark. I'm gonna try to talk to my god. And plus, we're dwarves. We drink all the time.
I see. So there's not going to be any pentaton or pentagram or anything?
No. And as you're saying that, Beaufort's gonna be like, here. And I'm gonna order me an ale and grab it and go, let's go, come on.
I'm not sure I approve anymore.
Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna resign to our room, and I'm going to attempt to commune with Morodin.
All right. Making her way up to the room, Erin is surrounded by candles and is furiously going through your notebook and her own hand-drawn maps and is trying to still piece together the last few days as she sees you walk in. She kind of like nods and goes, "So, what did I miss? Anything fun happen today?"
Hey, Aaron. We got all of our cool stuff, and I point and look at everybody. I'm like, we got a bunch of cool stuff. First of all, and I like give room for everybody to show off their stuff.
That's a really comfy-looking hoodie.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. Look at Branch, and as hopefully Branch is behind us, and I point.
Branch flashes his cloak. Like, yeah, it's pretty fancy. They know
Fancy
what
as
they're doing
fuck.
over there.
Fancy as fuck.
And I'm gonna lean down to Aaron, and I'm gonna say, I don't know if you want to be in here for this, but because I may pass out if this happens, or if I'm not real sure how this works. I've never done this before, but I'm about to try and commune with Morodin. So, if you want to be in here, you're more than welcome. I don't know if he's gonna like appear in the room or if it's just gonna be like all in my mind type thing. I don't know how this is gonna work, but like if he appears here, then he's gonna see you. Then that kind of thing. If you want to be here, then by all means be here. But if you don't want to be here, it's up to you.
You see Yom emerge from underneath Aaron's chair from her shadow and go, "Oh, I'm not missing this for the world. I have a gold piece on a bloody nose," and he passes out.
So at this point, Calliope is going to start doing what looks like a ritualistic dance to no rhythm that like she looks like she's pounding a hammer on something and skipping about the room, and she's going to cast Bardic Inspiration on Bofer.
Hey!
So, as I mentioned earlier, Tyrius likes to gamble. Well, not gamble, but plays bets. And when he hears this, well, it's not really a bet from the shadow guy. He's like, bleeding blood. I bet on passing out and pissing himself. 1 gold.
All right.
I like these odds.
Bofer's like, okay, we're not hedging bets on my demise.
Spit in the hand and shaking it.
Calliope throws 5 gold on the floor.
I think he's gonna do it.
I honestly, if
Stay awake or piss himself.
No, I think he's gonna commune with Morodin.
Well, we are not suggesting that he won't. We are just suggesting that he might pass out, might get the nose bleeding, or piss himself. That's the deal. He could commune still, but
They're basically hedging bets on my demise here. Okay.
Put 2 gold on him getting drunk.
Yom, who's peering out from underneath Aaron's chair like a crocodile in water. All you guys see is like from his nose up, just peering out from underneath the chair's shadow. He reaches up and goes, "Hey, Moneybags, you got 4 gold pieces. I want to increase the wagers." Aaron rolls her eyes and like throws 4 gold pieces down and he catches them, kind of slides them over as he goes, "I like these odds."
Is he really placing bigger bets with Tyrius?
Of course.
So I guess do you up the ante, Mr. Tyrius?
Well, I'm not gonna cast Bardic Inspiration on you if that's what you mean.
No, I mean, are you gonna put in 4 more gold pieces to up the bet with him? Because he just put.
Oh yeah, boy. I mean, serious. Why not? Why not?
Oh
I mean, it's only 5 gold.
There's 5 gold. So let's get this straight. Before I cast this spell or attempt to, there's 5 gold on me passing out and nose bleeding. There's 5 gold on me passing out and pissing myself, and then there's 5 gold on actually communing with Morodin.
Yeah.
And then
like
5 on being drunk.
Okay, got it.
Oh,
Got it. So
drunk is not a condition.
Bofer's going to.
That's just a normal state.
Bofer is going.
Touche.
Bofer's going to attempt to. I don't know as far as the layout of the room. Bofer's going to kind of like centralize himself, sit on the floor, and he's going to try to clear his mind of his friends hedging bets against him. He's gonna try to clear his mind of that and grab his hammer necklace. Actually, in fact, he's gonna take it off and put it in front of him, and then kind of get into like a on my knees with my head down and like hands on my forehead, laying down over the top of the hammer, and I'm gonna attempt to cast the commune spell and use the scroll.
All right, I need you to roll a d100 for me.
Now, question: does this bardic play into it or no?
Nope.
I didn't think so. Okay.
Oh wait, hold on. Is this the
Oh,
what?
no.
Oh no, that's divine intervention I was thinking of. Commune is different. You can ask a deity, a divine proxy, to ask up to 3 questions. Answer with yes or no. You must have the questions before the spell ends. Receive correct answers for each question. Defines blessing or honest and unclear. Okay, so what are your 3 questions?
Okay. Question number 1 is: did Morodin see and hear the case, the court case of my excommunication? Number 2 is going to be, did he fall on the side of excommunicating me, or did he fall on the side of my righteousness? Like I did what was right, and I didn't do anything wrong. And number 3 is, am I in danger now or in the future of these hunters, quote unquote?
The first question, there's silence.
Mm.
Cold. It's like a dead forge. It's what you feel. Second question. Did he fall on the side of guilty or you're righteous? And there's definitive ping leaning towards your righteousness.
Beaufort, once he hears the, I don't know if this is is this all in my mind or is this happening out like around me?
This is as you're like asking questions, you're like hearing it in your mind.
Okay, cool. Beaufort is openly weeping after he hears the ring to the righteous side of the scale. Beaufort is like, his head is down. All of you standing around see me with my head down, face facing the floor, and you can just hear and see me just weeping.
And to your third question, it's cold, but as a bellow breeze into a furnace and breeze embers to life, you see off in the distance a great fire emerge.
So I'm to believe that that's future, not right now, not this minute.
Correct.
Okay. Do I piss myself and pass out? Do I nosebleed?
I was just.
No, you succeeded.
Cool. Beaufort.
Oh, for God's sake! I mean, come on, make it at
Beaufort
least.
sits up and wipes his eyes, picks up his necklace and puts it on, and that right there, this is between me and you, Mitch, that solidified what's coming. But he gets up, wipes his tears, tries to brush the tears out of his beard and any of his hair that might have fell on his face, wiping himself clean, and says, Morodin did not see my trial. He didn't see my trial of when the church excommunicated me. He didn't see it. He didn't get to hear the case, the court case. And then he also errs on the side that I'm in the right, which is weird.
No, it's not.
What?
Sounds like exactly what you thought. The people who tried you were like what's that word? Unrighteous? Yeah, themselves. So like wouldn't have Morodin's blessing for anything they did. So why would he be watching them? So like, yeah.
You're right.
Sounds like they're double faulty.
I think the reason I say it's weird is because he knows I'm righteous, but wasn't there to see the court case when it happened. That's the weirdness I see.
What would his say have done to people who really weren't heeding him in the first place?
That I didn't think of that. That's a good point. And lastly, I asked him if I was in immediate danger of these hunters or if it was in the future, and he let me know that it is in the future. We're not in any immediate danger, so I believe that we can rest easy. He probably has a few more tears come down and wipes his eyes, and says, "I pull out 5 gold pieces, and Tyrius, I'm gonna give you 5 gold pieces."
Excuse me?
Why? Because I lost the bet?
No.
Yeah, Calliope
No.
starts scooping up money.
No. He's gonna. I'm gonna pull out 5 gold pieces, and hand them to you, and when I put them in your hand, I'm gonna say, this is not for any bets that we made here. This is for a bet that I make that you're correct. I'm betting that you are correct in telling me about my consistency with doing what's right, and I hand you 5 gold pieces.
Well, I don't know what to say to that.
And
I know. He's a paladin. We're heathens. Like, all the sentimentality.
Bofer laughs and then goes, "Look, I was kind of hoping he would show up to. Can I actually wait? This would be a cool moment, Mitch. This would be a really cool moment. I think I have divine intervention, do I not?"
I'm not wholly sure. Is that part of your channel divinity shticks?
Channel divinity.
Well, he's an oathbreaker, so.
Yeah, no, I'm an oathbreaker. I don't have it, so I can't.
Yeah.
But
Damn.
never mind then. But Bofer says, "I kind of wish I could have called him here to just talk with him, but I got some answers I was looking for, and not only do I feel vindicated and assured, but also, I cannot get out of my head, Tyrius. I think you're right on the money." And I'm like, "I think this calls for celebration. Who wants to go downstairs and drink till we pass out?"
You couldn't hear,
Well.
but Calliope screamed very loudly.
The microphone didn't pick it up. That's hilarious.
I just heard "ooh" from the other room.
But Bofer invites everybody, and I come down to Aaron as I'm getting ready to leave, and I say, "Hey, you have my notebook. Would you write in there 3 things? Morodin was blocked from my trial. He sees me as righteous. And the hunt is on, but not right now." Because I figure she's probably going to stay in this room and continue to go through all the stuff from my notebook and everything about the foglets and everything else. So I'm going to let her be with her devices and things to do that, and leave her the space to do that. But as she's doing it, I'm just going to ask her to write those 3 things in there, so that way I can go drink and get drunk.
Branch will be tagging along on your
Adventure to get drunk.
yes. So can I get my 5 gold pieces? In fact, 10 gold pieces. I bet on getting
Technically, the
drunk.
pot is split because Calliope was correct and you were correct. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
No,
So you each
5
get
each.
10. The
Ah,
pot,
boo.
the
Oh yeah,
pot is split.
yeah, it's a good point. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No way.
Well, yeah, because
Boo.
Mitch, can you intervene? I mean, you are the DM kind of stuff. Intervene and roll for,
Intervene
like,
about 10 gold pieces or 20
These,
gold pieces.
yeah, D4,
No.
roll a D4 or something, because 4 options, and then see who really wins.
You know what? I'm gonna let this one play out as the players. I hope this develops into like a little snarky thing over the whole campaign. That's gonna be hilarious.
listen, if I swear, if Yom comes out, punches me in my nose, and makes me bleed and makes me pass out, then I might say we split the pot 4 ways. But until that happens,
No way.
You guys just see
I'm
Yom
not
just
splitting
kind
the
of like
goddamn.
you see Yom peering out from underneath Aaron's chair, just going, who could have seen that he was a crybaby? And just crawls back into the
Shit.
shadows.
I said exactly I think he's gonna cry. The fuck?
that's not what you said. You said
That is what I.
Is it? I thought you just said that I would.
In the middle of it, when the guys were like, "No, I think he's gonna piss," I said, "I think he's gonna cry."
Well, then the pot may be split 15-5. 5 to 5 to Branch and 15 to Calliope.
Yeah, however.
Here, I'll make this fair. Here, I'll make this fair. Where's my D4? There's my D4. Here's how the players will settle it. 1 is Branch,
Right.
2 is Calliope, Tyrius is 3, and Yom is 4. Ready?
Boo.
So, hold
Nah.
on.
Because you
Calliope's-
and Tyrius weren't even close.
Fuck all that. Why are they even
wait.
running at all?
Wait. So 1 is succeeding but crying as crazy. The second 2 is succeeding without crying. 3 is pissing himself, and 4 is passing out and nose bleeding. These are the options, right?
Well, technically, this is just who's gonna get the pot, but we know what happened, so this is just gonna
What?
see who gets
Then
the
you
Yeah,
are
but-
changing up results. Yum and Tyrius are out the running. They were not
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I know. So
Yom's not even in the room anymore. He dipped out. He's done.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 and 2.
Calliope is fussy.
1 and 2 is Branch. 3 and 4 is Calliope. Then.
All right, it's better.
Okay, here we go. Rolling. 2. It's Branch.
You know what, you motherfucker.
Give me the money.
Branch gets 20 gold.
Calliope reaches into her pouch and hands back over the money that she had collected.
But yeah, I go downstairs and I plan on drinking with a merry heart for the first time in a long time.
Very nice. I think that would be a great place for us to cut session.
Pew pew.
As you guys go down in the early afternoon, ready to drink on for the day.
All right.
Yeah.
Later stream, we appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Very much appreciated. I'm so glad you enjoyed it and stuck out to the end. Come back and see us live on stream, on TikTok, X, wherever you can find Raise the Idols. Come check us out. Stay up to date. All the fun things. It's going to be amazing. What an amazing ride. What an amazing story. And I hope you follow along.